two Kiwis landed on Cali shore. Marc and Laura, ready to explore. They grabbed a whiskey, lit a cigar. America's big, but we've come this far. From the Golden Gate to Vegas lights, rolling dice under desert nights. Kiwi road trip state to state, whiskey in hand, it's never too late. From Memphis blues to New York skies, are chasing dreams with wide open eyes. Nevada sun hotter than a flame. Duck Dynasty, well, they knew the name. Mick said, welcome, grab a smoke. Charles chimed in, don't choke on the joke. Survive Memphis barbecue heat. Feet on fire, but man, what a beat.
Welcome to the Real Smoke Podcast with your hosts, Mick and Charles. The podcast that's all about real people, real cigars, and real smoke. Coming to you live from the Real Smoke Virtual Cigar Lounge. Bringing you the best of cigars, whiskey, and all the good times in between. It's more than just a podcast. It's a community of cigar lovers. So grab your favorite smoke, pour a drink, and join us as we dive into all things cigars, whiskey, and just having a damn good time. This is the Real Smoke Podcast.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 54 and the second freaking one this week. But it'll be worth it, I promise.
It is, yeah.
What's up, Mick?
Not much, buddy. I'm convinced at this point I am here for advertising for beard products and product placement, like this 13 Knives hat I have on, because I'm riding your coattails at this point, buddy. Because that song was just incredible, man. That was awesome.
We'll get into that here in a minute, but before we get things started, we are your hosts. I'm Charles. That dude over there's Mick. We're about to bring on some other people tonight. We've got a whole crapping crew of crazy knuckleheads, Kiwis, and weirdos that we're about to bring on. But before we get things started, we need to say hi to our family at the Cigar Vault Oakdale. Tonight's podcast is brought to you by none other than the one, the only Cigar Vault Oakdale. Oh, by the way, Norm, you're live. I'm letting you do your own ad read. Just saying.
Oh, this is bullshit. Oh, man. I was sitting there, like, looking at my cigar, like, wait, what happened? Oh, my own ad.
Come on. You're the ad read. Let's go.
All right, let's do it. We are talking about, let's just do the November pack of the Real Smoke, the pack. It's a sixer. It's a sixer pack, really all budget-friendly cigars. When Mick and Charles hit me up and we're like trying to build a pack, we came up with 6 cigars. Average price on that pack is, let's see, it's like 6 cigars for $50 is what it comes out to be roughly, right? So
it does.
Sure does.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
There you go.
Pack.
I wasn't expecting
And
that. Thanks for the heads up.
And that is your people from Cigar Vault. Thanks, Norm. See you in a minute. Could have said it any better myself. I mean, I think he did a fantastic job.
He was obviously ready. Completely ready.
He was prepared.
Yeah.
He took his time. He did a great job. I'm proud of him.
Oh, it's phenomenal. He's gonna love us for this too.
He did say, "Watch him. He's going to clip this."
Well,
I wouldn't do that. Not me.
Phenomenal. Well done, brother. Well done.
Anyways, speaking of that 5-pack, you did see that 5-pack up there. Go check out the 5-pack. But hey, Mick, guess what?
Yes, sir.
It's some real smoke up in this. Look at this.
There is. That's beautiful. Love it.
I mean, sponsored, not sponsored at all. But if anybody's interested in one of these, where can they go get one?
They can go to our merch page, which is the link is in the bio of pretty much all of our social media. So go to the link in the bio, click on Real Smoke merch, and it will take you right to our page. And there's probably at least 30 designs on shirts now and a couple hats and some other random stuff. But yeah, absolutely go check that out. We sold a couple today, and we also I'm gonna just throw this out here. I think he's listening, but Big Al gave a donation today towards our Cigar Army Toys for Tots that we're trying to get
No
money around
joke.
for that. So yeah, he gave us some money today for that, and we're going to put that in with whatever we make off of the Operation Give Back shirts. So looking forward
Sweet.
to that. But thanks,
Well,
Big Al.
Thanks, Big Al. We appreciate that. I think the only last thing I want to cover real quickly, we keep forgetting to talk about them, but they don't forget about us, and we keep forgetting about them. But we do have our lovely people at Smoky and Cigar of the Month Club. Go check them out. You see the stuff that's on the screen. Use code RSNEW. Get some free stuff. Buy some stuff every month from them. You know what to do. You can read, hopefully. And if you're audio only, I guess you can't read. You can listen. Just go check out Smoky and Cigar of the Month Club. Use code RSNEW. Sign up with them. The more you guys sign up, the more they stay a sponsor. Just saying.
That is the deal.
Well, yeah. Don't tell
Yes.
don't tell Cigar Vault that though.
Yeah. We're just waiting. We're just waiting till Smoking drops us, so we're going to join the Dividends Club. But we'll get into that.
Yeah. We'll talk about that some other time. So what else you got going on?
I'm glad it's Friday. I poured a double tonight, old fashioned here, but
I
poured
need a
myself
double.
big double. I needed something after the week that I had, but man, I'm glad we're doing this 2 nights in a row. Usually I'd be like, man, it's getting tiring, but tonight we have some great people on that. I'm excited to let them tell their story, man. So I'm excited. Happy Friday.
We're going to get to them really shortly, but first, couple things, guys. If you are in the comments, if you are in the chat, if you are hanging out, you are watching, make sure that you do type in the hashtag for tonight. Hashtag is Real Smoke. We are giving away a $25 gift card to Beard Apothecary, to Cigar Vault Oakdale, but we are giving away something from Beard Apothecary as well. So we'll take care of them and take care of that. So go do all the YouTube stuff. Go type in all your hashtags. Go do all that stuff. I'm tired. Y'all go do that stuff for me. Save an old man save him some troubles. Do we got anybody in the comments? We got quite a few watching. The Cigar Apostles on here. He says, "Let's go." Gibson is on here. He says, "Hello, brothers from the Arctic North." Maybe means Arctic, but
maybe it's possible.
I mean, who knows? Cigars with Angels on here. What's up, everyone? What's up, brother? Cigar Apostle says, "Norm." Yeah. Let Norm know that he made a guest appearance on here tonight. Just please send him a message and say that within the first 5 minutes, Norm had a guest appearance on the podcast. Gibson's on here. Cigar Army, appreciate your donation. Mm-hmm. Pedro's on here. What's up, Pedro? One of our other sponsors. Absolutely love Pedro. He says, "What's up, brothers?" Smoking Psalm says, "What the hell are you doing in here?" Anyways, hey, keep commenting. It helps the algorithm. Even when you're on here later, keep commenting. Yeah, autocorrect. Yes, Arctic.
Got it.
All righty. So we do have a cigar that we are smoking tonight. Do you happen to know what that cigar is?
I did write it down off the awesome on it. Yeah, I got it.
Well, before we get into that cigar, we do have to do the ad for our sponsor for tonight. But first, let me get this little thingy off the banner off here real quick. Cool. All righty. So tonight's cigar is brought to you by none other than 13 Knives. You might want to turn your mute. There you go.
Well, you told me to mute.
I know.
So how's it going, guys? Robert 13 Knives here with the original Bulldog cutter right here. This is numero uno right here. I've lost count how many cuts I got with that thing. Still cuts great. I use it all the time. Buy you one.
Man, that's
awesome.
As you can see on my name, there's my advertisement right there.
And your tonight's cigar is brought to you by 13 Knives.
He did better than Norm did, but yeah,
a little bit.
Yeah,
no, I mean, I love the deer in the headlight look, and then the mouthing of "oh shit."
Yep, I saw it too. It's great.
Yeah, it was great. I love doing this. It works out so. Wait, is there any other sponsors on here?
Oh, phenomenal.
All right,
yet.
so tonight's cigar.
Tonight's cigar is the Reserva del Mercante Triple X Cameroon. Wrapper, Ecuadorian Cameroon. Binder filler, who the hell knows? Price was $48 New Zealand or $28 US. Reserva del Mercante. Yeah, I don't even know. New Zealand's first.
New Zealand?
Yep, that's it. New Zealand's first and only cigar brand. And that is brought to you by 13 Knives.
Who is that brought to you by? You're on mute. Bye. Anyways.
You're having way too much fun with that. I love it.
It's been a day. Just saying. You just like last night.
Oh.
You know when it's been a day. You're gonna get the raw version. Yeah.
I love it.
All right. So, anyways, we do have our guest to bring on. And before we do that one, we actually do have an actual read this time because we don't have them on. So our guest tonight is brought to you by Allegory.
Step into the world of cigars like never before at Destination Cigar Lounge, home of the exclusive Allegory cigar brand. Whether you're kicking back at Governor's Crossing in Sevierville, Tennessee, or soaking up the rich aroma at Almost Havana in Hurricane, West Virginia, every visit is an adventure. From top-tiered cigars to expert recommendations and a laid-back atmosphere, it's the perfect place to relax, connect, and enjoy the craft. If you are looking for bold and unforgettable flavors, escape to the world of Allegory cigars. Kick back with the rich Mexican San Andres Dividend. Enjoy the smooth intrigue of the censored Sumatra, or fire up the bold and flavorful Escape Habano. For more information, you can follow them on Instagram at destination_cigars, or you can explore more by visiting them online at destinationcigarlounge.com, or take a journey to one of their 3 locations in West Virginia and Tennessee. No matter where your cigar journey takes you, every blend is an experience worth savoring. Where the road ends, the perfect smoke begins at Destination Cigar Lounge.
And a huge thanks to everybody over at Destination Cigar Lounge. We appreciate everything that you do for us, and we love the fact that you trust us with your brand. So thanks so much.
Oh, yeah. Thank you.
All right. So it's about that time.
Okay.
We need to bring on the guest of the evening.
We do.
Think we should do that?
I think we should.
All right. Let's do that. All right. So here we go, ladies and gents. Let's welcome the Kiwis. The Kiwis are in the house. Welcome to the Real Smoke Podcast, Kiwis.
Thank you.
Hello, hello.
What's up, fam? You guys doing all right?
Yeah, I think we're finally over the jet lag now. So,
I
think.
How long did that take?
well, I got over it, and then I was up last night doing a birth. So then I'm kind of back to square one. So a couple of days.
So you've already been back to work.
Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was easy though. It was an easy birth though, so it was fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is what Duck Dynasty meets Bucky's looks like. I've always wondered. So does that mean instead of beaver nuggets, he has kiwi nuggets?
Yes. Yes.
Something
Very
to that effect.
small kiwi nuggets.
What she said.
Actually, kiwi nuggets, the kiwi egg is 80% of the kiwi bird's body weight. Yeah, so maybe extra
I wish I
large
had the
kiwi-
thing that said "the more you know."
Mm.
Absolutely. So I guess for everybody watching that has no clue who you are and why you're on our show, we should probably start somewhere in that direction. So I mean,
All right, let's do that.
I'll let you guys tell your side of the story, but I mean, somehow or another, Mark, I think you came across our show, which led you to Tri Star, which led you to hanging out with all kinds of weird random people in the United States, which is what we're going to get to. But yeah, tell your side of the story, Charles. Jump in there, however you want to approach that, man.
Yeah, I don't even really know how I found you guys. I'm just listening to Cigar podcast randomly
and I think I saw your logo, the two skulls, beards. I thought, oh, that looks cool. Jumped on, found out, I was like, oh, yeah, because I was listening on Spotify, and I was like, oh, okay, these guys are on YouTube. So then I jumped on YouTube. I was like, man, these guys are ugly. I'm ugly.
Wrong.
You ain't wrong.
Maybe we can hang out. So then, I jumped on, and that was before I even had my my handle of the smoking psalmist. I jumped on and had a listen, and I was like, oh, these guys are pretty good. It's better than the other ones I'd been tinkering around with and listening to, and then just community in the chat, and just went from there. It was pretty organic.
Oh, I know one thing that, we usually start the show. I was running behind, so I usually put something in the chat as the show's starting up that says, what's up, everybody? Welcome to all the Ashtray Illuminati. That's kind of what, that's what we call everybody out there who listens to the show, the Ashtray Illuminati. Okay. I always say something like, post what you're smoking or what are you drinking, post where you're watching from. So one night we happen to have a lot in there and we're reading through it and just happened to see Mark's name. And it's like, okay, bud, where are you from? And he puts New Zealand. And I remember me and Mick both freezing and going, what? And we thought it was the coolest thing ever because it was literally you see in the algorithm that some weird Asian country is listening to your stuff and you're like, yeah, whatever. But when you're talking to somebody who, you're literally the first non-United States person that we know that's watching the show, we freaked out. We thought, holy crap, we're the coolest thing ever. We know that we're not now, but our wives make sure they let us know that we're not. So that only lasted an hour or so.
I think we do have a couple other countries now that are like people that pretty regularly hop on, but nobody we've really connected with like yourself. And I remember that very vividly as well. Charles and I are like, he's got to be fucking with us. There's no way there's somebody from New Zealand watching us live right now. Like I don't think it's happening. So
yeah, in the middle of a day on Friday when I'm working,
Yeah, working. Yeah, got you.
Well, I know that when he reached out and talked about, he made a comment about something about Tri Star in there, and we're like, yeah, okay. And me and Mick are both going, yeah, this will never happen. And then he reaches out, and then it happens. So, we started to get into, talk with Mark quite a bit about, all this stuff, and even now it's been months, and when he gets on, there's a brief 20-30 minutes that we're all geeking out. It's not about cigars. We're not talking about whiskey. We're wanting him to tell us something. Hey, what is it like over there on this? If he's driving home, hey, what does it look like over there? Because just like you guys, and by the way, we've gone through all of the pictures, all of the videos. That took a while. It actually, you'll see something in a little bit, but it took 2 days to work on because there was so much footage. But the same way that you guys were taking pictures of stuff, we're geeking out over the same thing that, we all think of New Zealand. We know what New Zealand looks like until you start sending pictures. And it's like, oh, okay, that's cool.
Yeah, it was interesting. You said, like your favorite picture of the trip was me landing. I thought you were taking the Mickey out of me, landing back home. But the difference of what New Zealand looks like to what you were envisioning was what.
See, in my head, I'm thinking New Zealand looks just like London because I have no idea.
It's the opposite.
Well, yeah. I mean, you've sent me so many videos of driving home, the coastline and stuff like that, and then you took the overhead image of it, and I mean, it looks like something that I will say that when you sent that image, I started Google Earthing everything. I just started typing in and looking at random towns and stuff just to see what I could see, and I guess we're almost as in awe about it as you guys are when you're here. So it's just something we're not used to seeing, or I'm not used to seeing.
Mm.
Yeah, I will say I have no clue. I don't know what I was envisioning either. I think I was just piecing together like maybe the 8 or 10 pictures you have personally sent me since I've known you of New Zealand, and that's what I think the entire country looks like. Yeah, so I mean, I have no clue what any of it.
Pretty close.
It's pretty close. Yeah. Okay, so I'm a little bit closer than that. But no, it's definitely me and Kenda have definitely looked at actually trying to make a trip at some point. You know what I mean? Because it's it looks cool. And I mean, I don't know. I'm always up for a new
Let's do it,
adventure
Mick. Come
and
on.
checking new
Let's do
things
it.
out. So yeah,
Let's do
got to
it.
figure out how to smuggle some more cigars over. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Hey, Mick.
Yeah.
Both of our families need to do two things. We need to go somewhere in Central America and go do
Yes.
Honduras or Nicaragua, and then we all need to go to New Zealand and hang out.
Hell yeah, I'm down. I'm definitely down.
We might get kicked out. If they watch last night's episode, we know we're getting kicked out. We might actually get kicked out of America. So
No, from what
It's
we've
only-
seen from America, you'll be just fine. Don't worry.
Yeah, mildly off the rails last night, but it was a lot of fun. So it was good.
Well, so I will say that, we got to know a lot about Mark. None of us really got to meet Laura at all until this trip. And it wasn't until the videos and the pictures, and then Mick, you actually got to meet. I was sick. I couldn't do anything. I think Mick asked me the night before and said, "Are you going to try to go out there and meet them?" I said, "Doctor says I'm contagious for 72 hours. I'm on antibiotics. The worst thing I can do is go meet up with them, get them sick, and the next week of their America trip, they're both sick." I said, "I ain't doing that to them." So, but this is I guess for most of the club who knows Mark, this is the first time any of us are really meeting Laura and getting to know her. So what did you think about, the lovely, I want to call him Bucky Nuts, but what do you think about what did you think at first about the cigars? Because usually wives have one or two ways. They're okay with it or they absolutely can't stand it.
I was fine with it. My whole thing with Mark is that he ADDs out on stuff a lot. So I was thinking, is this going to last?
That's why he fits in well with us.
Yeah. But I think it was good for me to see him chill out and listen, and obviously start to listen to you guys and really enjoy the time that he has by himself, which, and as the kids get older, we've got 3 girls who are all coming into teenage years. So I think
I'm so sorry.
Yeah. So his little chill out, because I'm kind of immune to it, but he needs time away. And so I was fine with it. And
So
I've never smoked. So
I was about to say, so while you guys were at home before the trip, had you ever had a cigar?
No, never.
I've got photos and videos of you smoking a cigar.
So I had my first one with Mick in Memphis and Kenda.
Mick, how dare you? How dare you, sir?
She looked like a pro. She handled it well. It was good. It was good time.
Well, apparently it was.
So as we always get to ask our guests, so what was your first cigar like?
Sweet. It was towards the end of the night, so I think anything would have been good. But no, it was cool because we're in this cigar lounge and I really enjoyed it.
Smokers, Abby.
Yeah, it's definitely something. I haven't had one since, so I haven't had anything since, but I kind of have a new appreciation for what they are and what they can do.
So I will say this, and we'll get into more of this when people come on, but you kind of got to look at the lifestyle, and you got a really good look at it with Mark, and you got a really good look at it with Mick in Texas and in Memphis. When you listen to Mark talk about when he's meeting people and he gets to sit down and that cigar just kind of brings everybody together. It's kind of interesting for a first time for somebody seeing that. Did you actually get that realization and go, oh, I think I kind of see why he's doing this?
Yeah, I did. Definitely. Yeah.
And the fact that you got a chance to sit there and be a part of that. I'm talking for someone when I introduced my wife to cigars, and now she smokes cigars, quite often. But seeing my wife go through that for the first time, and before she saw it and she got to be a part of it, she was always like, why, what brings you to it? Why are you doing it? And then when she sat down in a lounge and got to meet some people, she ended up talking to them more than I did. And coming home that night, she was like, I think I get it. I kind of got this.
Yeah. I totally get it. And I thought, oh, maybe it's just because we're on holiday, you know, rose-colored glasses. But I get it. I get it. And because it's so hard to get cigars here, maybe I shouldn't take it up because it's so expensive.
That is true. No, I agree. I couldn't
So I'll
agree
just
more.
stick with the whiskey because that's my claim. I got him onto whiskey, so
Okay.
I'll just stick with the whiskey.
That's awesome.
So
Your
the way,
taste
the kind of the
in
way
all
we're gonna.
beverages are- Sorry.
Go ahead, man. I'm sorry,
I was
buddy.
gonna say her taste in all beverages are better than Mark's, so I would just say that.
That's what I've heard, and I cannot wait to hear some of these stories.
Yeah, I have terrible taste in
So bad, but he
everything.
thinks it's good. That's the
Drink.
sad thing.
Drink
Well-
piss, enjoy piss.
Yeah.
Yeah, I exactly. So I learned, you know, I mean, Australia and New Zealand drinking age is 18. I didn't drink before 18. My parents don't drink. My dad never been drunk. He doesn't drink. So I worked out when I was 18, 19 that if I buy the cheap beer and go to a house party and put the cheap beer in the fridge, no one drinks your cheap beer.
There is that.
So then you can drink your beer.
But you're not 18 anymore.
Yeah, I know.
She just called you old.
She did.
He's
She
older
did.
than me, so.
Uh-oh.
You're only as old as the woman you feel.
That's what got a lot of people. That's what got Jeffrey Epstein in trouble. So just say it.
Yeah.
They weren't women.
No.
So anyways, the way tonight's going to go pretty much is we're going to go ahead and we're going to bring some people. It's basically a round table. We're going to bring some of the people that you talked to and met and hung out with on. We're all going to be on here. Everybody gets a chance to talk and ask questions. We're just going to let you talk about your trip from, beginning to end. And you can engage in any kind of conversations with any of the guests that's on here. Only thing I'm doing is just moving buttons and cameras around. But before we do that, I asked you both to send me any videos or anything that you guys had sent or took. And I took that, and I've worked the last couple of days on that.
I've heard he's worked his wife said he worked 12 or 13 hours on this. So it's just enjoy.
Well,
I can't take any credit. Just thank him. I'm just here for the cigars. I mean, honestly.
So guys, sit back, chill out. If you are listening to this on audio only, I apologize. Enjoy the music. You're not going to be able to see anything, but when we all come back, we'll have everybody on the screen. So hope everybody enjoys this one. See you in a minute.
Echo Bayou deep. Whiskey whisper secrets keep. From Cali to the city, through the dust and the gray. Friends in every shadow, memories never quit.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back. We do have on the screen tonight, we have Robert with 13 Knives. We've got Little Debbie. And then we got Mark with Katie Cigars. All people that our lovely guests got a chance to go and meet. But first, I got to ask you, did I do your trip justice? Was that video, did that video do you guys your trip justice?
Can we not hear? They can't hear us.
Can't hear anything.
We can't hear you guys. Not sure what's going on here.
Oh, no.
We can
Technical
hear you.
difficulties. We can hear you just fine. Wah, wah, wah.
It's not a camera.
You guys may want to have to come out and come back in.
Here.
And
I'm gonna message him quick. Just let him know we can
Yeah.
hear him, but it doesn't.
there, they got out and they'll.
right.
Are you back? Can you hear us now?
Nope.
Can't hear anything.
All right. So message them, tell them to jump out
I have
and come back in.
Bounce out.
Yeah.
Bounce out.
Just close.
And we are going to, let's see,
Yeah.
do that one. Do that one. Hello. There we go. Who's back in here? There. We have these lovely people on here. Let's see. Can y'all hear us now? What about now? Can you hear us? Uh-oh.
Well, that was a fun show.
Just
Thanks
go
for
out
joining us tonight, guys.
That was a great one.
Yeah.
We'll go ahead and okay, they went ahead and jumped completely out, and it looks like Robert's on the screen. What's up, Robert?
How's it going, guys?
So, do you have any 13 knives that you would like to talk about?
Actually, I'm just kind of getting ready to do some more cigar cutters. They'll be available after Christmas. I won't have anything ready.
Yay!
Wise. Oh, can you hear?
Can you hear us?
Yeah, can hear
We
you
can-
now.
we can hear
Cheerio.
The Kiwis are back.
You guys
Sorry, Robert. We
advertisement.
wait. Here you go, Robert. I'll let you go ahead and finish that one. There you go.
No, I'll be taking orders for cutters for the 2026 year starting this week. So anybody interested, just hit me up. I'll get
Quit
things.
taking the spotlight. Hurry up.
I'm done. That's it. 1095 high carbon steel. Made in
Love you,
America.
Robert. Made in America.
America.
Hey, do you have any blue ones that come in discrete boxes?
I do.
Oh, hell
Okay.
Blue
yeah.
pill that works.
He gave
All
me
right.
a little. He gave me a little blue pill.
Does it
That's what she said.
work in a hard situation?
Good. I missed it again.
Mark messaged me, goes, what did you say after blue? I said pill.
So what I was asking before the internet decided to kill you, one day I was just asking, did the video do your guys' trip justice?
Oh, that was so nice.
That was really, really
That was
nice.
really awesome. And you know,
I'm
it was
glad
only
you
2
liked
days ago that we got back, but it already feels like so long ago that we were there.
That was
So nice.
incredible, Charles.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't want to say it made me emotional, but it made me very happy.
It made him moist.
That's
That's what
she
she said. No,
Yeah, it was very,
Charles,
very
I-
sweet, Charles. Thank
I
you
s-
very much.
I say
Thank
this
you.
every time. I don't. Man, you really make me feel like I'm riding your coattails, bro. That was an unbelievable video. That was unbelievable. So, bravo.
Hey, we still got 2 more songs to go. Just saying.
Oh my god.
All right. So, like I was saying before, y'all got to where you couldn't hear anything. On here tonight, we do have Little Debbie on here. You got to meet Little Debbie. We do have Mark over in Texas with Katie Cigars. And, of course, we had the guy who had to plug everything, even his little blue pill. We got Robert on here, which you guys got to meet out in Middle Tennessee.
I'm
So,
amazed we have
That's
any
it.
sponsors left. You fuck with all of them. It's so great.
I love it. I'm not messing with Mark. I'm hoping he jumps back in and does some sponsorships again too. So I'm trying to be nice to him. We love Mark. So Little Debbie, okay, hi. So this is pretty much an open round table. Guys, as they're going through their story and just talking about anything, if you have any questions, go ahead and post it on there. I do have the chat up and open. So if anybody who's in the chat wants to ask questions about their visit as they're telling their story and going all through all that, feel free to. But I guess where do you want to start? Let's start leaving. You guys left New Zealand on what day of the week?
Thursday. We had to change our flights the day before to leave first thing in the morning. We were going to leave at about 6 in the evening and get up to Auckland and then just basically walk from the international airport from the domestic to the international and just jump straight on a plane. But we had a massive, I don't know what they called it, a windstorm, bad weather. And we ended up catching a 6 a.m. flight and then spending, 12 hours in Auckland airport.
Yeah. But it turned out for the best. I was on the phone for like 2 hours the night before trying to figure out what to do. Had a mild meltdown because if we left at 6 a.m., we had to leave the kids earlier, and it was all just like, I don't know what to do. Didn't want to miss our flight.
And we would have.
We would have missed it, definitely.
Everything was cancelled.
Yeah.
I think I sent you guys the video of screen grab of just cancel. Every flight.
Yeah. So we spent 12 hours in a strata lounge, like a airport lounge, and slept and ate and showered and became
Mark
increasingly nervous about getting on a 12-hour flight to.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Yeah.
The behind the scenes
actually,
conversations. I love it. I was following your trip so closely, man. It's so awesome. But I remember you saying, man, I did not want to spend the money for this lounge thing, but it's the best thing we ever did. There's food. And then you were touring me around on your thing, showing us the food and drinks. I'm like,
Really?
I kind of wish I was in a lounge right now. This is great.
Yeah. No.
Cigar Dude Podcast says, "What's up?" Just saying.
Hey, fellas.
But that was how it started. So, and then we got on the flight, and then we ended up in LA the same day, but at midday. So,
yeah,
we were
longest Thursday ever.
Yeah, and then of course we had to start. I say we. I didn't drive at all this whole trip. So when I say we, driving was stressful. It was all him. Wrong side of the road, wrong side of the car. In LA. Horrible.
So what was the saying that you came up with? The turn right something tight something. I can't remember.
Yeah, so it's driving on the road is easy. The motorway, all that sort of stuff, that's easy. Go into a car park and then come out of the car park. That's actually where it becomes tricky. Especially if you're the first person out of the car park, because you're sort of just like, I'm free to do whatever I want here. So for me, I came up with a little thing because, I don't know, ADD or something. But long left, tight right. And I literally had to say that every time I came out of the car park. Long left, long left, long left, long left. And then...
Especially at the start of the day. So, like, because we're used to driving on the other side of the road, the muscle memory. So every morning he's like, long left, long left, long left, tight right, tight right, tight right. I was like, oh, God.
Yeah.
So
we had a few.
I'm not trying to jog your memory here, but some of the stories you told me were great too. So I remember we stopped at a red light in Memphis. We'll get to that at some point. But you guys said about how the red lights at home are further back or forward. So tell them about that too. That was awesome.
Oh, yeah.
I pointed that out, didn't I?
Yeah, I didn't even know.
I couldn't figure out what was so weird about your traffic lights because your traffic lights are like in the middle of an intersection. So you feel like, but for us, our traffic lights are right there. So every time we stopped, we felt like we were stopping way too far back because your traffic lights are like so far away.
So our traffic lights are on the front and the back of the intersection.
Hmm.
So you can...
Yeah.
Sorry, I've just seen Joseph's comment. So you got traffic lights where you need to stop, and then you have traffic lights that you look at. You guys don't have that; you just have the one set. I don't know, saving costs or something. So that was weird because I wanted to drive all the way up to the traffic light.
You thought it was weird. The other people who saw you sitting in the middle of the road trying to stop, they're trying to figure out what you're drinking.
Yeah. Also the
Well-
free right turn.
That was
Um,
weird.
I learned. I didn't Google anything. I said to Laura, I said, I'm going to Google how to drive in America. You know, I'm
He
sure
did it.
they've got some different rules. And then, you know, a bird flew past and I got distracted or something. And I never looked it up. And we're sitting at the traffic lights and it's a red light. And this dude just turns right. And I was like, huh, that's interesting. I wonder if I can do that. So I just kept doing that at every red light.
No, but before we got to Memphis, you said, we might have to ask Mick about this. Like, can we just turn right? Because he
Yeah.
was waiting. We are just waiting at some of the intersections. Like, if I get beeped at, then I can turn right.
Yeah, well, that was me working it out. You know, if someone honks at me when I've got my indicator on, obviously I can turn.
I'm surprised that people didn't honk.
They did.
They did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
They did.
Especially in LA. Far out. Yeah.
So tell us about LA. What were some of the things that you did in LA and what was your thoughts?
I saw less people with blue hair than I anticipated. I thought it was just going to be obese lesbian women with haircuts like mine. But it wasn't.
We
It
were
was-
in
it
OC.
was really nice.
We were in Orange County, so maybe that had something to do with it.
Yeah, they had orange hair.
Yeah.
No,
But
it was really nice. We stayed in Orange County, around the corner from Disneyland, Land or World? Land. We didn't go there. We're normal, and we just drove around and looked at things. Went to Huntington Beach, and that was really nice. Caught up with a few friends of mine from a Discord group I'm in. There is a Christian men's Discord group, and I've been talking with those fellas for 2 or 3 years and caught up with them. They're not weirdos, so that was cool to find out that they weren't weird. Didn't harvest any organs. It's always a risk.
So was this the first time that both of you had been to LA or have you both been there before?
first time I'd been to LA, and I wasn't expecting much because Mark had been there a few years ago.
Yeah, 2019 I was there.
And he hated it.
I hated it. Yeah, I stayed downtown and it was just, I hated it.
Yeah, so I was expecting it to be just terrible. But where we stayed was great. What we did was awesome. But then we got some tickets to a concert.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got
21 Pilots.
gifted tickets from our good friend Alfonso. He works for a radio station, and he got free tickets to 21 Pilots. And he's like, hey, do you guys want to go there? We're like, yeah, sure, that sounds great. And we got there, and it was just like, this looks like downtown Sudan. And
it just looked like all the terrifying parts of the movie that you ever see. And it was just...
It looked like Escape from LA.
Yeah. Yeah. Couldn't find a park. People were like selling parts of their driveway for parking. And then there was like homeless people. It was just, honestly, it was so awful. And then I just was like, I'm done. I'm sorry, but I am not going to this freaking concert.
It's like I could park there, but the homeless guy's parked his trolley there. And when we get out, we might get accosted. So just go a block further and it just go deeper and deeper into it. It's like, this sucks.
So in hindsight, like we should have not done our research or whatever, but like it would have been easy for someone who lives in LA. They'd know where to park, where not to go. But I swear we drove into like the worst part of like the whole thing, and we just turned around, went back on the motorway, and went back.
We went to In-N-Out.
In and out twice that night, and then went back to the hotel. And
well, see, I knew that In-N-Out picture had some kind of meaning because it was in there, and it's like, probably should use that.
Yeah.
So, Mark, this is your second time in LA. So, was there any difference between your first time and second time? And Laura, this was your first time. So, first experience of LA overall. I'll let either one of you can go first, but be interested in hearing that one. Ladies first.
I enjoyed it, but I probably wouldn't plan to go back there again. Like, I know it's the closest port for us to get to America, although we can fly to Houston.
Yeah, we can.
So probably next time when we bring the kids, I think we would just skip California altogether. Probably just fly into Texas.
Flying to the great state of
Yeah,
Texas.
yeah. I mean, the thing I noticed is that everyone was just actually really lovely.
Yeah, they were. They were really nice.
Like, we didn't experience any, I don't know, Americans get a bit of a bad rap down here, I think, and we just didn't experience any of that. Everyone was just so lovely, but it's just so different to here in terms of the amount of people, how big everything is, how loud everything is. And I think ever since having kids, I'm just a bit more like, I don't know, not as naive anymore when it comes to traveling. So it was our first few days in the country, and I think it just took a little bit of an adjustment to get used to, but it was beautiful. Like, the scenery was beautiful. The food was awesome. I just need In and Out here. I need it here.
No, I mean,
I agree with that. Me and the wife had In and Out for the first time in Vegas, and I've had, obviously it's like a Whataburger In and Out thing. That's everybody goes back and forth on that. I think they're both great for different reasons, but I mean, I could be wrong about that. See, I see Robert shaking his head down there, but I think they're both great for different reasons. But yeah, man, there's so many things in California I want to see at some point. Me and the wife keep talking about going to California, but there's so many reasons I don't want to. Like there's so many bad things I don't think I want to really experience. But there's so many great places out there.
Yeah, and I think maybe, I mean, I'm probably saying that we'll skip California is probably a bit mean, because there are places outside of the city. I'm sure that would be beautiful.
I'd like to go to the is it the Californian redwoods and is it the sequoias up the Pacific Northwest?
Yeah,
I want to see all that.
I want to see Alcatraz really bad too, but who knows? They might be trying to reopen that place. But it's always been on my bucket list to get out there and check it out. So yeah, we'll see what happens there.
So Mick did a great segue. He was talking about In and Out the first time he did it in Vegas. You guys' next stop was Vegas, wasn't it?
Vegas. Yeah, I'd skip that in a heartbeat. Yeah. Yeah. Vegas.
Glad we did it.
Very, very glad we did it. I mean,
so a one and done.
Yeah.
One and done. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, for
one too many nights there too.
I mean, I think I grew up in a town of about 50,000, which is, not small, but we lived outside town, grew up on acreage, small town boy, bit of a country bumpkin. Not great with crowds, not great with flashy lights, things like that.
But we live in the capital city of New Zealand, and the population is like 500 and something thousand.
In the greater region.
In the greater region. So honestly, the crowds.
Where we live, there's 1,800 people in our town.
In our little area.
So affiliated. So yeah, it was just, there's a lot going on. It was really expensive, especially, you throw the exchange rate in there. I think we ended up we went to the Monte Cristo Cigar Lounge, and it ended up costing us about $100
yeah, but it was so cool.
It was cool.
Yeah.
It cost us $100 for a drink each and a stick. And I was like, whoa.
But you got to feel
fancy. From the grumpiest.
Oh,
what do you call that dude? Humidor dude.
A tobacconist.
That's what I called him. I called him the humidor dude. But yeah, there's a real term.
He wasn't very nice.
So you said you guys live. You guys live in the capital city in New Zealand, right? And you said there's how many?
So
in the greater area.
Yeah, 520,000 ish.
All right, so Memphis has 610,000.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you break down the city that we actually live in, so we live in Wellington, but you got Wellington City, then you got Lower Hutt City, Upper Hutt City.
Yeah.
They all have different regional councils and et cetera, et cetera. Our little area of where we live, there's 1,800 people.
Yeah. And we live on the beach. We can see Wellington City from, we can walk 200 meters that way. We can see the city of Wellington, but it's very small.
I don't remember the last time I went near the city.
No.
I will say Vegas isn't for everyone, man. I like going out once or twice, about once a year, and because I like to gamble. Kendall likes to see shows, so it kind of works out. We go out and see a couple shows, we gamble a little bit, but it's not like it was 10 years ago. The first time I went to Vegas was 10, 12 years ago, and you could go get a steak dinner for $10, like, because you're gambling, and it was all about the gambling money. Like, everything was cheap in Vegas. You could fly out there. I think the first time we went, we spent maybe $200 round trip for our flights and our hotel for 4 days.
Yeah,
That's
we
only 10 years ago.
We went to Outback Steakhouse because we wanted to have a laugh, like, let's see what's really Aussie. And it was hilarious. We had a great time. We enjoyed Vegas.
We had fun together, but I think it was one of those things like we're glad we did it, but
it was about what we pay it. We paid about $30 or something for a meal almost each.
Yeah. Which is
which is $60 for us.
Yeah.
So it starts to add up fast.
Yeah, but we did like a comedy show, which was really cool. Walked around a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, we went to.
Was it hard?
So Gibson wants to know: was it hard for you going from kilometers to miles per hour?
Oh my god.
Not really.
Yes,
so it probably difficult for Laura, but
I don't know what that's.
I owned a BMW until recently, and it had miles and kilometers in the dash, so I could, whatever I was driving here, it was all easy.
Yeah, true.
And I mean, you just drive to what it says. If it says 60.
Yeah, but everyone over there drives so much faster than here.
I was about to say, if you do the actual speed limit, you're going to die.
Yeah. Like we have a little stalk, this like Life 360 is like a stalker app, so I can keep a track.
We
of my
have that
kids
here.
and all this. Yeah, and so I was looking at it at one point because I was trying to find out where one of my kids were, and our little emoticon thing he had, and we were driving. It was like a little red speed car, and we've never seen that on the little thing. I was like, and then I looked at it, and we're going 130 kilometers an hour. I was like, there's no way you would hit that here ever.
Yeah. Our motorway, we got a motorway just north of here.
110.
You're allowed to do 110 kilometers an hour, which is about 68 mile or something like that. 70 mile an hour. If you do over, and they will pull you over.
Yeah.
I see people doing that on my little side street down here from my apartment building. Not kidding. So, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. And then from Vegas, we flew from Vegas, and I'm glad we did because it's so far in the car. We flew from Vegas to Dallas, and the scenery, I got the window seat for a change. The scenery was incredible.
So Texas is the next stop, huh?
Yeah.
And that's where you got to meet up with Mark sometime in Texas, right?
Our second night.
Night there.
Yeah. All right. So while you talk about Texas, what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to change the screen a little bit, and I am going to remove Debbie because he's just weird. And I'm going to remove him, and I'm going to put Mark up on the stage, and I'm going to let Mark just join in on us a little bit as you talk about Texas, and just let Mark join in. And as you get to where you guys met Mark and all that stuff, we'll let Mark chime in as well.
Hang on.
So. What? So, Mark, how are you today, sir?
Hi, buddy.
Still old and fat.
Me too. Join the
Can
club.
y'all hear me?
Oh, we can hear you.
We can hear you, buddy. That's awesome.
Just as lovely as ever.
Good deal.
Hey, Mark, I'm my second cigar of the night. I still got a couple left, man.
Nice. Love it.
Hell yeah, bud.
Well, if y'all need more, let me know.
Yeah.
Yes.
You're back.
I'm sorry. Did I say that? What? Huh?
Hi.
Yes. I'm sorry. That's just a normal comment. If somebody says, if you need more, just let us know. And I'll say yes. But
I agree. But,
anyways, you're in Texas. Welcome to Texas, the Lone Star State. I actually stole the we call the club that we're a part of Tri Star Herf Crew. And I've always loved the fact that Texas calls themselves the Lone Star State. So that is the reason that I use TriStar, the name TriStar. So, anyways, you're in Texas. Let's hear about Texas.
My God, everything is
That's what she
massive
said.
there.
That's what she said.
Damn it, you beat me to it.
No, we had a blast in Texas.
We came away after meeting Mark like we went after we had this amazing meal with him and just all the generosity that we had. We just sat in the car for like 5 minutes and just went, did that just happen? Like, did we just?
What a dude.
Yeah, just an incredible experience. So much generosity. Everyone in the cigar lounge that we were at were just so lovely.
Yeah, shout out Industrial Cigar Lounge.
Honestly, we were blown away. Like, we just sat there and just couldn't believe what we got to experience.
I think I actually said to Laura, if every Texan is like this, I need a green card.
So let me just throw a little. I'll let you guys tell your story here, but let me just throw this in here, man. This is what this cigar community does, and this is why Charles and I started on this journey by doing this podcast with what we are trying to do with the Tri Star Herf Crew. Like, we would have never met Mark. We would have never met other Mark, Katie Cigars. You know, we would have never. None of these connections would have ever been made, and it feels like we've never even met Marc Laura from, like, we would never met him if it wasn't for the podcast, and we haven't met him in person yet, and now somehow or another we're all weirdly connected. So it's just such a great community how it brings people together. Sorry, go ahead. I just had to throw that in there.
I'm going to chime in as well, and then we'll let you guys get over there before Laura smacks me for interrupting. She's like, "Shut up." I saw the look. I'm married. I know these looks. I will say this. And Robert will be on here in a minute, but Robert said on, I think it was last week's Herf on TriStar, he said, "You got exactly what you wanted." And I said, "What do you mean?" He said, "When you redid the club a few months ago, you said your mission for the club was for somebody to be able to travel anywhere in the country and to be able to have a friend that they can call and either connect with, go out to eat with, have a cigar with, or just to be able to meet up with." And he said, you had somebody, the first time that this has really happened, you had somebody come from a different country, travel literally from one end to the other, and everywhere they went, they were able to meet somebody. Watching your guys' journey, that was pretty awesome for me. So anyways, let's talk about Texas. Let's talk about Mark. Let's make his head get bigger.
It was, I will admit, when we were talking about the trip and we were planning all of these meetups that we were going, I was like, babe, like, you don't even know these people. Like, you can't just get in the car with some guy in Memphis. Like, I've heard about Memphis. We can't do that. Like, we can't just.
That's fair. It's honestly fair. Yeah.
You're 100% correct.
I mean, we were just like totally at the mercy of all of these people that we hadn't met. But I have never felt like more welcome ever. And I felt kind of sad to leave the southern states because once we finished kind of meeting everyone, it was like we're on our own and we felt a bit like, but honestly, our experience in Texas itself, like exploring, we did Fort Worth and, just driving around in those motorways was just like, I could do that all day, like just driving around.
You didn't drive?
I didn't have to. I was just looking. It was great. But like the cigar lounge and meeting Mark, it was just, that was a huge highlight for me because I think that's probably when I realized what this whole community does and has done for him. So yeah.
So we left a little bit early from our hotel and we were like, oh crap, what do we do now? And I was like, well, we're in Texas. Let's go to the gun range. So we just went to the gun range, and those people,
oh my word,
people there at Frisco Gun Club, how nice can you be? I mean, shout out to those guys. I mean, they welcomed us in, and I sort of just walked in and said, hey man, do I need a license or what's the go here? And they're like, no, come on in. You just rent a pistol or a rifle and go for it. It was like, I love this place.
America.
America.
Yeah. So then I rented a handgun and off I went, and Laura stood there very bravely behind me and with her earmuffs on and was,
I don't like guns. I'm not into guns at all.
Anyway.
He made us go to a gun range on our honeymoon, okay? So it was just like it was fitting that we did it again on an anniversary trip.
That's what I thought too.
Yeah.
And those guys were super nice, and they gave us a discount, and they're just like, oh, you were pretty quick. Don't worry about renting the rental payment or whatever. Here you go, And then we shot around the corner to Industrial, and I think we were a little bit early still, and I was like, I'll just wander around the humidor because I've only been in one humidor at this point in my in my life. So, so I started walking around the humidor, and we were like, oh, that's this and this is that, and I started to see some bands that I recognized and things like that, and the fella from Industrial was, I think his name was Chris. Can't quite remember his name. I'm sure Mark will correct me. And he came over and he's like, "Can I help you with anything?" And as soon as I spoke, he's like, "Oh yeah, Mark's expecting you. Come on." He's like, "Yeah, I can tell that you're the people that Mark's waiting."
He looked at you and went, "You ain't from around here, boy."
Yeah.
But I mean, if you're gonna have somebody be the face of a business and to greet people, it's that guy. That guy was incredible.
Yeah.
He knew what he was talking about. He knew his preferences of things in the humidor. He knew about the brands. He knew about the individual cigars. He knew
so many
way more
stories.
than I thought anybody could or maybe even should know about cigars. And it was just like, man, this guy, like, I could take him home and listen to him talk about cigars all day. Like, incredible.
That's not creepy.
Yeah. Well, he's in Texas, so he probably resists his uncles. Yeah.
It puts the lotion on.
Yeah, those guys have absolutely phenomenal customer service. I mean, everything they do is geared toward their customers, so they took pretty good care of us that night.
Oh, so did you, Mark. Far out. Oh my gosh, and that old fashioned, I'm still dreaming about it. That was so good.
All right, so I'm going to turn this one on Mark real quick. Mark, you got to meet. You were the first. I'm going to say, when I say you're one of the first ones from the club, I mean that in like all sincerity, because you were one of the first people that jumped on here with the podcast. So we consider you a part of everything that we do anyway. So as you were from this cigar industry, you were pretty much the first person that they got to meet and interact with that was, a part of the Real Smoke, Tri Star, everything family. So talk about that one. You got, you set up the meeting with them and you got to actually get in there and have cigars and talk with them. What was that experience like?
Honestly, I had no clue what to expect. And,
and
you never know.
Freaking Kiwis.
And, we hit it off right away. We had a great time. And, Texas is the South. So if you come down, we're going to treat you like family. I mean, that's just kind of who we are. Unless you're a jackass, and then we're just going to tell you up front. But they, really enjoyed them. We had a great night. And, having folks that aren't accustomed to some of the ways that we behave and the food that we have. And it was kind of fun. I mean, it was just nice. We just enjoyed each other's company for that evening.
Let me say this real quick. So it was Mark from Katie actually had the idea of you guys meeting up, because this Mark and Mark thing's really fucking me up, by the way. So he, top guy there, won the cigars off of one of our podcasts.
We're just gonna we're gonna call Mark from Katie. We'll just call him Katie.
Katie,
that'll work.
Perfect, love it. So, Jesus, that's messing me up. So Mark won cigars off our podcast, and Katie reached out to me and goes, "Hey, aren't they coming through Texas? I'll meet up with them. I'd love to give them to them in person." And so, that's just that, again, that cigar community saying, "Hey, I want to meet these people in person and be like, hey, try my cigar. welcome in. This is what we do. You know, I mean, and that's just amazing, man. And just another, I don't know, way to look at how we do things. You know, and it's just amazing.
Yeah, we felt it straight away. It was so nice.
Yeah, such a nice time, and Mark's such a lovely guy. Very easy. He says he doesn't know how to do marketing.
Yeah,
but honestly, if you just be yourself like you are, man, you've got. As soon as I can work out how to get cigars into the country legally and all that other rigmarole that I have to say on a podcast, I mean, I'm definitely customer for life. Just and happy customer for life.
We just loved having y'all down. I mean, that's what this community's about, is to support each other and to meet these people that you would never meet any other way. And that's what makes life great. And the cigar community just adds so much to that.
Yeah, agreed.
I mean, we talked about a bit of everything, really. I mean, we touched a little bit on alligator hunting and what do you guys do with your cattle versus what we do with our cattle. Like all sorts of things. Alligators, Bruce the Alligator Man, the whole works. So I think I'd be a decent Texan.
So I will say Mark Cady.
He's gone.
Well, I'm going to use Mark Cady and beaver nuggets. So, how
So annoying.
Really?
He missed it again.
Wow.
He missed the beaver nuggets. Damn it.
He did.
What is up with their sound tonight? That was such a great joke too. I'll give you credit for it. Bravo.
Man. Well,
Damn
I will
Kiwis.
say I'm going. Here we go. Kiwis are entering back. Hey, Kiwis.
Sorry, I don't know what it's. Just...
Okay, so anyways, I was just saying I'm going to refer to Mark Cady and beaver nuggets. So, Kiwi nuggies. Mark, how did you not get Kiwi nuggies in some boots and a cowboy hat? That's what I want to know.
No time for that.
If we had a little more time and it'd been earlier in the day, I'm sure we could have pulled that off pretty easy.
I'm just saying. If Laura would have seen him in some nice boots and a good fitting cowboy hat, she would have pulled that off of him too. Just saying.
We've got Luke Casey's store, Takova's store, all kinds of stuff right here by us.
Takova, some of the best boots out there.
Yeah.
Next time they come in, we'll have to take care of that.
Get them fitted up for some good boots, some good comfortable boots, and a nice fitting cowboy hat. And Mark's shorts and t-shirt would look great.
Well, that just means they need to make another trip down.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, well, definitely, and we'll be bringing the girls next time.
So Mark needs to come down. He needs to get him a good pair of Wranglers, good, nice, tight pair of Wranglers.
13 MWZs.
I'm getting a
There
visual.
you
Let's
go.
Keep it going.
Yep. And then Katie needs to go over there, get him fitted up for some good Lucchese boots, and then go get him custom fitted for a nice hat, and just let him prance around like the Kiwi that he is. I'm just saying.
I will say that one of the first things that I did when I got home was I re-downloaded Red Dead Redemption 2, and I started being a cowboy.
Oh, wow.
I was like, I need a hat, I need some boots. Let's spend some money, boys, because I couldn't afford it in Texas, but I can afford it in video game world.
So I do want to hear about this old fashioned. So does Industrial also have a bar there as well? I take it that he had a good old fashioned.
Yeah, I can't even remember what type of whiskey it was.
It was Iron Root, I believe it was.
Ooh, Iron Root. Nice.
Iron Root was our straight whiskey. The old fashioned was Woodford Double Oak.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh man, there you go.
Yeah.
If you're living down
The
there,
whole
brother, I
smoking
gotta make a trip.
thing was just
There's a complete difference between regular Woodford. If you can get Woodford Double Oak, the best chocolate, tobacco notes that you're going to get from a good Woodford whiskey.
so good.
Okay, Woodford Double Oak. I'll write that down.
And you're welcome, Laura. Thank you.
Thank you.
When we start
With a
getting
little
paid
bit of-
again, we're gonna-
Oh, yeah.
A little bit of iron root Prometheus on the side there.
Yeah. That was
Very nice.
that was good. That was
I
really good.
reached out to them yesterday, actually, Mark, and asked if they are available down here, and they're only available in the States and the Netherlands. To really, yeah, that was a bit of a head scratch for me of two very different places, but yeah.
Mm.
All right, so let's go ahead and finish up a little bit of some Texas, because we've got a lot of traveling to do. So give us some of your final thoughts of your experiences in Texas, and Mark, give us some of your final thoughts of your experiences meeting our Kiwis in Texas.
Yeah.
I love Texas. I think it's a place. We had like 2 days there.
Mm.
Even in that 2 days, we were walking around Fort Worth, and I said to Laura, I said, if we did this back home, they'd call us all sorts of names. But here in Texas, it's just being proud of where you're from.
Mm.
And I think the history behind it and the pride that they take in their culture and their heritage was just really nice.
Mm.
Really nice to see. Because, I guess Texans might clap their hands at this. Texans are a little bit different to Americans. They're their own thing, and it's incredible coming from a place where we have 5 million people to go to a place like Texas and have, all these people and all proud of their heritage. I mean, New Zealand's a little bit divided at the moment, but to see Texas and just be like, these people are really proud of what they are and where they've come from and who, where they're going. It's just really nice.
I think we felt like as soon as we got to Texas, I was like, oh yeah, okay, we're in America now. Like real America, not LA America.
Yeah,
like
not
it felt
not movie America.
Yeah. But man, big flags over there. I could not get over how big the flags were.
Yeah,
And the
some of them
road.
get a little crazy.
Oh my word. Yeah. But no, I absolutely love Texas, and we can get direct flights from Auckland to Houston. So I feel like,
It'll happen.
yeah.
It'll happen.
And the kids are,
Someone will die.
that's terrible.
Wow. Ouch. Okay. I mean, it was all sentimental until that.
Yeah.
Well, it's
wow.
expensive, see, so
So expensive. Yeah. And because I'm self-employed, I haven't had income for 6 weeks. So I'm like, right, I've got to get back into work.
So, Mark, I'm going to leave the last bit of it with you. Closing thoughts on meeting our Kiwi family and the time that you guys got to share, and any thoughts about them, them coming back and what they should experience.
Oh, absolutely. We're ready for them to come back. Come on anytime. We've got plenty that you can do. I mean, you saw the stockyards and some other things that your kids would want to do, but we have every kind of terrain here. Huge valleys similar to the Grand Canyon, mountains, swamps, you name it. And so whatever you want to do, we'll figure it out. Just let me know when you're coming and we'll take care of you.
Thank you. We will.
You're awesome, man.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
So I'm going to pull everybody back in here really quickly because we do have a lot of people still on here. I don't know where Mick decided that he would jump off to, but we did have somebody else visit here. We'll get him on here soon. So Mark is taking over Mick's spot. Hey, Mark, you are now the co-host of the Real Smoke podcast. So Mark Katie, I mean, step up, man. You're the host. So
Well, I am one beautiful bastard, but I don't know how much I can add.
well, let's go ahead and let the Kiwis jump into. There he is. All right, Mick is back again. He's like shady. All right, so you guys
Work is killing
leave
me.
Texas,
Killing me. Sorry.
killing you. So you guys leave Texas. Where do we go to next?
Where did we go?
We went to West Monroe, Louisiana.
Yeah, that's right.
All right. Tell us about Duck Dynasty, baby. Here we go.
Love it.
Love it. So we have been wanting to go to West Monroe for.
Wait. Before we start this, I need the headband and I need the cup. Come on, Willie.
Do you have a?
There you go.
You have a duck call handy?
No, it's in my bedroom.
Ah,
Sounds weird.
okay. We're
Mary.
gonna skip. We are gonna skip past the duck call that's in the bedroom and what you got. No. So let's go ahead and go into
Bedroom.
I mean, Mark's over here going, "Hey, honey." So
That reflects really poorly on me.
all right, so let's talk about Duck Dynasty.
Yeah, it's been part of our family, our relationship for our entire relationship. We've watched,
Almost, yeah.
yeah, our kids have watched it. I don't even know how we came across it, but we just got addicted to it and have watched every season, followed all like their spin-offs and their podcasts.
My 25th birthday party was Duck Dynasty
Yeah.
themed.
Yeah.
Okay, get it right. We're in America right now. It's Dynasty, not Dynasty. It's not dinner.
Why do we call it?
We're talking about diner.
Yes. So that was an absolute, definitely like stop. But every time we said to someone that we're going to stop in West Monroe, they were like, why? That's a bit weird.
Yeah.
And I get it. It's just this tiny little spot on the map.
200,000 people there or something.
Yeah.
200,000 people, yeah.
But it was really, really cool for us to be there and go to where they did all the filming, and we've grown, in our relationship watching, and now our kids have watched everything and where they actually filmed everything and where they live still. And we went to like what was it called? The Honey Hole, which is like a fishing shop, and met one of the podcast hosts. What was his name? John David.
John David.
Had a good chat with him and went and had some good southern food. And
we had gumbo and etouffee.
Yeah.
Did I say that right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
They were
was that
delicious.
the sausage?
They were delicious.
Yeah.
That was delicious. We had some crawfish and crawfish etouffee. It was pretty good. I like it. It was a sweet meat. It was quite nice.
Yeah.
We had some Louisiana beer. I don't know what it was. Couldn't tell you. But no, we did the museum and we walked through, and I thought it was pretty reasonable. It was $20 to get in. You get a duck call that you build. You assemble. You don't build anything. You just assemble it. And it was cool. It walked right through. Basically started Phil and Kay, and it walked through the whole dynasty of their family, and it was, Phil Robertson helped me greatly in my faith, and
all right,
I got a little bit.
Let's go into that a little bit.
Yeah, it was sad.
I want to hear about that. So go into
what is going on.
See, from now on, don't anybody give me shit about my internet. Not one person. I don't care if you're watching on here, you've been watching regularly or whatever. Do not give me any crap about this because, I mean, Kiwi internet is like dial up. I'm waiting for AOL to kick in,
But it's
and
totally fine, and then
Yeah,
the
it's
sound
quite strange.
just
Yeah, it's
stops.
quite
So that's
strange.
why we're going in and out, because the only way we can hear you again is if we come back in. But yeah, I don't know what's
Yeah.
going
that's
on.
what she said. Anyways, go
Ah.
ahead.
That's a good one. Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah. So yeah.
So what I was asking is, you talked
Yeah.
about Phil was something that, or someone that really touched you in your faith. I said let's go into that because that was one of the things that got me into Duck Dynasty, and I have I work with a lot of kids. I did a lot of summer camp stuff, and the first couple of years when Duck Dynasty was on, we actually did a lot of Duck Dynasty stuff. We played the videos, we played the show, we built the duck calls, we talked about the faith part of it. So hearing you say that Phil was someone who touched you in your faith, kind of want to go into that just a little bit before we move on.
Yeah, sure. I can't put my finger on what it was exactly about him, or them in general as a whole. I think it was, like a lot of people, myself included, I really struggle with men in the church who are quite limp-wristed, effeminate men. I really struggle with that. I think as a man, you're meant to protect, you're meant to provide, you're meant to be a warrior for your family, and I think that moves into the church as well. And I think you should protect the church and provide for the church and provide for the people in the church and protect those who are in there that are vulnerable. And I think just watching Phil and his no nonsense attitude to it all, I think that was refreshing. And in a time where things, in my opinion, were going really weird, politically and socially, it was refreshing to see somebody with traditional values, and that it was okay to hold your own and have a backbone and be faithful to Christ and to your family.
See, one of the things that I love that they say, that when you watch a show or you watch the new show that's out there, they say they have 3 pillars: faith, family, and ducks. That was my thoughts about our club, was faith, family, and cigars. And it doesn't matter what faith you believe in. Have faith. Family is the family that you're born into, but family is the family that we have here. This group of people that's on here right now, family. And then cigars. Why cigars? Because cigars is what brings all of us together. And as Laura talked about, she was skeptical at first when she was looking at what you were doing, but when she actually saw the community in real life, she sees what the community is about. It's not about what we're doing here. It's about what we're doing here. So I love the fact that they do faith, family, and ducks, because ducks is what brought their community together. Cigars is what brought ours together.
Yeah. And they're all authenticity, and I just, they're a big part of our family. And to be in West Monroe was just surreal. Like, for us, it was surreal.
Yeah, it was. It was. Yeah. And at the end of the museum tour, there's a video of Phil, and he says a prayer for you. And that was really nice.
It was really nice.
It was really nice.
So we can't wait to bring the kids back there.
So one of the things that I left in the video I did for you guys was I did the opening of the door for you guys to go in, because something about that felt special. because listening to you guys being there and now listening to you guys feeling that spiritual part of it. And then at the end of that trip, the last image I put on there was the Bible verse that was on there. And for some reason, knowing Mark like I do now, that Bible verse touches a special spot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the whole experience in the South, Texas, Louisiana, most of Tennessee, I think for us, seeing all the churches, the crosses, the kind of proudness of those traditional values is like we don't get that here in New Zealand. We are kind of
We're colonialists.
yeah.
Colonists?
Colonists.
I don't know the word.
I don't know. But it was nice to see that and be in that. And obviously the further you get east, the less you see of that, and the further you get west. So we loved it. And I think West Monroe will be definitely somewhere whenever we come back to America.
I will say one of the things about the South that I'm proud of is whatever that third pillar is, it's different for every group. But when you come to the South, whether it's Texas, Tennessee, Louisiana, Georgia, Florida, the two first pillars stand out the most: faith and family. And that's one of the things that, as somebody who was born and raised and lived all over the South, from Kentucky to Florida to South Carolina to Tennessee, I am proud to say that, you can reach people by those two things, faith and family. And to see that you guys felt that's kind of important. That's something big. So that's something that I'm happy that America could give you all, is that there is a part of America that still believes faith and family first.
Oh, huge part. Yeah. Huge part of it. We felt it the whole time, but yeah, definitely, especially in the South. And
all right. So I know you guys left Texas or left Louisiana and came up to Tennessee, right?
Yeah.
Before we go into Tennessee, you have somebody special that wants to talk to you.
So I'm gonna say that this is my special part of the night, and you may or may not know this person, but we're gonna let him say his part, and then we'll move on from here.
Oh no! Hang on.
Let's.
Fuck's sake. Honestly,
it's when the
For the love of God.
Okay, we're back.
All right, so we're going to have to go ahead and know that every time we switch into a new person, you're going to have to do this. We apologize. Don't know why it's happening on your end. It doesn't happen to everybody else.
No,
but we have a special guest.
Yeah.
Mick lined up a special guest. Mick, I'll let you introduce while I pull him on.
Yeah, so you may or may not have met this person. I know we may or may not have talked about this, but for this show, it felt appropriate, and I thought it would be fun to bring somebody on that we talked about in your journey to Memphis. So let's bring on Ed Skeen.
What's up, motherfuckers? Yeah, I can't stay long because the girlfriend be putting on that mask and it's getting me hot. You know what I'm saying? Speaking of hot, don't ever fucking cook naked. I burned my shit. It looks like this, but redder. It won't look good. I'm gonna have to use some aloe vera with the old lady later, if you know what I'm saying. Some lube for the fucking tube, baby. Yeah. So we got Marc and Laura here from down under. From fucking down under. Is it still considered down under in New Zealand? I don't give a shit because the motherfuckers are the same. New Zealand, Australia, same fucking thing. One looks like a ball sack, the other looks like a finely trimmed ball sack. But anyway, y'all drove all the way across America. That's awesome. But you stopped in Louisiana, and instead of going to New Orleans, Bourbon Street, fucking Baton Rouge, or Paris Brewery, you ended up fucking going to bumfuck Duck Dynasty Town. What the hell's wrong with y'all? That's some bullshit. And to top it off, every fucking day you ate biscuits and fucking gravy. I mean, what the hell is that about? I wasn't aware there were hillbillies in New Zealand. And biscuits and gravy? I can't fucking imagine what your toilet looks like. Laura, you better not clean that toilet. Make that motherfucker clean that toilet. Make him look at what he's done. And rub his face in it a little bit too, actually. So then you get to Memphis. And Laura's all like, give me a beer. And then you're all over there. Hey, can I get some cocktails, please? I mean, who's the fucking man in this relationship? What the fuck is going on here? The only beer you like is a beer-flavored beer. Or as I like to call it, piss. Y'all went halfway around the world from a place that nothing can kill you to a place where every motherfucking thing can kill you in Memphis. I'm surprised we don't have a new Meanwhile in Memphis this week. Meanwhile in Memphis, 2 New Zealanders were fucking killed while mid-fucking eating at a Cracker Barrel. There were biscuits and fucking gravy and blood everywhere. But anyway, all in all, I'm glad you had fun in America. My motherfucking hat keeps falling down. But anyway, I'm glad you had fun in America. Hope you come back soon. Come see your old pal Skeen again.
Brilliant.
I had biscuits and gravy today and yesterday.
Lord, don't clean that fucking toilet. Oh my God.
I have my own toilet.
He
Lord
doesn't
have
even
mercy.
make it for any of us. He just makes it for himself.
Selfish.
Bravo, Ed. Bravo. Again,
Bravo.
round 2 was just as good, man. Bravo.
Wow.
Phenomenal.
Love y'all.
Thanks, bro.
Thank you very much, Ed. So
Thank you, Ed.
let's pull that scary mofo off the screen. That was terrifying. So let's start talking about going into Memphis. I mean, Ed pretty much told everything that we need to know about Memphis.
Yeah, that's true.
But not only while you guys were in Memphis, did you get to meet Mick? I mean, you see that bearded guy come up and is like, "Get in my car. I got kitties and candy for you."
Cigars and bourbon. I mean, more like it.
I
but,
got
yeah.
cigars and bourbon. Come get in my truck.
Yeah.
You want to go see my pyramid?
That's pretty much accurate.
Yeah.
But you also got to meet the chocolate wonder, the creamy nutty one.
You did.
Little bit.
What up, Kiwi Nuggets?
So as we talk about your travels through Memphis, the 2 of the people that you got to hang out with and meet, Mick's wife's not on here. I don't know why Mick didn't get her on here. I mean, epic fail on his part.
No, she doesn't like to be part of this, but I could probably get her to come in and wave for a second, but nobody really cares. So, I mean, it's fun.
We all care. You don't care. We all care.
All right, I'll make her wave for a minute.
Wait, make sure that you let her know that we all care, that you don't care. We all care.
I will tell her that.
So
right
you got to hang out with Mick, and you got to meet the one that's known as the creamy nutty one. The one and only Debbie Cakes.
Little Debbie.
Little Debbie. So let's talk about going into Memphis, and let's talk about, I will say that as we get into you guys meeting Robert, I will say that the funniest thing that Robert told me was Mick wore you guys out.
Oh my God.
I did.
So
that's what I
let's
do.
talk about
Sorry.
Memphis. Meanwhile in Memphis, let's talk about Memphis.
Yeah, so we left Louisiana about 7 in the morning.
Yeah.
Did 4 states, got up to Memphis, and checked into the hotel. Had a bit of a freshen up, and then straight out the door.
Yeah. Into a
the
strange man's truck.
into the bearded man's truck.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Kendra saved
I've
you.
been
I
in
was
that
like,
truck before,
awesome.
and yeah, that's a little strange.
yeah. I mean, I had not heard anything good about Memphis. Memphis was like, I am terrified to go here. You kept talking about the National Guard. You didn't even want to tell me how bad it was. And then I
We
started
told Mark not to tell you.
Yeah. And I was nervous
I
about
met the
going
National
anywhere.
Guard. They were nice.
They were lovely. That's not what you're scared of, though. It's why the National Guard are there, is what. Anyway, Memphis was incredible. Met Mick and Kenda and the unicorn bag of stuff, which I was just thinking, oh my God, how are we going to get all this back to New Zealand? Like,
You're welcome.
yeah. And just had the best day. Like, started off beer. What do you call it?
Beer at Memphis Filling Station.
Yeah, which
Yeah.
was amazing.
Yeah, it was
Like,
pretty cool.
he opened up
That
for
was
us.
one miracle I pulled off that day because they
Yeah.
were actually closed that day, and the owner was like, "Yeah, bring them in. That'd be awesome. Let's bring them in, give them some beers." So it was man, it was just I'll let you tell your side of it, but it was honestly one of my favorite days I've had in a long time. Like it was something I look forward to, and you guys mentioned earlier that you were sad leaving some states. I was actually sad when you left our state. Like it was seriously,
Yeah.
like it was amazing. I had such a good time. I'm like, I want to do it again tomorrow, but I don't know if my liver could handle it. But it was a great time.
Nah. Oh gosh. No, that was like the fact that this person like opened up for us and was so generous with his time and his knowledge and had some amazing beers.
I was looking at beers to send over to him yesterday.
Yeah. But
he's on my list of care packages.
And Gus's chicken before we even
we hit Gus's chicken first.
Yeah. And little Debbie had his little takeaway back.
Yeah, that I'm telling you. That actually, I kind of looking back at it, I kind of felt like an Ed Skeen walking into the Gus's. Like I'm still kind of terrified by what we just experienced from Ed Skeen. But anyways, I walked in, I sat down with him. I'm like, "Oh hey, I'm the fifth wheel today," which we joked about. And then I sat down and Mark's just devouring this hush puppy, and I'm like, Nick's like, "You want a hush puppy?" And I'm like, "Sure." And then he's like, "Oh my God, this is so good. What is this?" So that was a good experience right then. So just seeing you enjoy.
I literally, so I was on behind the scenes here a little bit. I'd asked Marc and Laura what they wanted to see while they were in Memphis, and they're basically like, we just don't want to get shot. So we I kind of Kenda's really a great planner, and we kind of had a route planned out, and we kind of we were up to change it if you guys really wanted to see something or do something. But I literally had like 14 things on our list to do that day, and I think we hit 12 of them. So we hit 12 things out of the 14 that were on my list, and I really think we showed you the best of what I've experienced over the last 2 years. I think I told you guys this when you were down here. I always have this habit of, whether I live somewhere or I go somewhere multiple times, like back when I lived in Pennsylvania, I'd go to Pittsburgh 2, 3, 4 times a year. And then I'd take somebody to Pittsburgh for their first time. And I would try to show them everything I had seen in that whole, how many years I've been there. And it's kind of the same thing with this. I want to show everybody so many great things, that we have around here. And we actually kind of succeeded that day. It was a pretty great day. I know I put you through a lot that day, but I mean, honestly, you saw most of Memphis in one fucking day. So it was pretty cool.
It was cool. And like, I'm an adult. I could have stopped sampling things at any point during the day, but it was great. It was so good. We saw everything. I mean, we'd done a bit of research on Memphis, but honestly, I couldn't have thought it was a perfect day. Like, it was so good, and we're so thankful.
So you hit Gus's Chicken, then we hit Memphis Filling Station, then we hit Old Dominic. Then from there we went to the Peabody. I had a lovely cocktail with a little duck in it.
Yeah.
It was this color blue.
I hear you like your cocktails.
I'm man enough to say it.
Didn't I have a beer there?
You had a beer. You had the Duckmaster.
Yeah.
What a great beer. What a great beer the Duckmaster is. Oh,
so good. And then the ducks.
Oh, yeah. That was like round. That was like full circle there. It was like Duck Dynasty to the Ducks at the Peabody. It was.
What
It
is
was
up
crazy.
with these people and ducks?
Yeah,
Like,
it was quite. I thought it was quite funny, the irony that we just spent a day looking at duck hunting stuff, and now we're watching this dude with a cane march some ducks on a red carpet, and it's like what
where
is
are
this
we?
place?
Yeah. Yeah. And then from there we went, oh God, I can't remember.
Do we hit the pyramid after that?
No.
I know we went to Soul and Spirits.
Yeah.
After that,
Yes.
and we did go to the pyramid after that, I think, and then we ended
Yeah.
up barbecue and then Smoker's Abbey. I think was the route, but we
Yeah.
we had a lot of stops.
A lot of stops. But
I had a Dr. Pepper Liquid Death.
oh my God.
And
And ever since then, he has not stopped talking about it. So thank you for that. Oh my God. Everywhere we went. You reckon they'll have Dr. Was it Dr. Death?
Dr. Death.
Dr. Death. Yeah. So that's become his new obsession. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the stuff.
Yeah. Not as easy to find as I thought it would be.
No.
No.
Not
Very nice.
sponsored. Just saying, not sponsored.
Yeah.
The stuff's delicious.
Yeah. And
Not
speaking of fifth wheel, we actually have a bone to pick with you because ever since we had that conversation about the fifth wheel, about the truck thing, every time we saw one, we're like, fifth wheel, what a bunch of sluts. Like,
Yeah.
like the whole trip. It was
Mick, we drove a long way.
Is
long way.
Is this one I need to tell on the podcast, or is this something we should just
Yes.
keep as a secret
Yes.
joke?
Nope.
Oh, fifth wheels.
Open up. Let's go.
All right. So about 10 years ago, maybe more, I used to ride a motorcycle. Me and Kendall would go to a motorcycle rally every year. And after dark motorcycle rallies get a little crazy. Wet t-shirt contest, crazy shit. So there was this like stadium, a football stadium, college. I think it was a high school. Anyway, football stadium where everybody camped. And we were all hanging out by the fire, and it was one of my buddies I only saw like twice a year at the motorcycle rally, and maybe one other time. And everybody's kind of up close to the fire and hanging out, and me and my other buddy are kind of step back from the fire, and we're catching up a little bit. And all of a sudden, we hear in the distance, "Lick the whipped cream off her boobies." And me and my buddy both stop, and we're like, it's time to go for a walk. We're going to go find out where that came from. So we decided to go for a walk, and we told everybody else, hey, we're just going to meet our neighbors, and we're going for a walk. So we're like, yeah, we grabbed a cigar, grabbed a beer. We're heading for a walk. So we get over to this area where all these campers are in this big circle. And we walk in, and we're trying to figure out what's going on. There was like Jello wrestling going on in the middle. They had this like kiddie pool set up with Jello wrestling, and there was like topless chicks everywhere walking around. And we're trying to figure everything out, and the one guy's telling me how much he paid for his wife's boobs the year before and blah, blah, blah. And all of a sudden I look at my buddy and I go, dude, I think they're all swingers. And the guy heard me, and he goes, you think they're all what? And I go, I think these are all fifth wheels, right? These are all fifth wheel campers. And fucking my buddy looks at me and goes, holy shit, dude, how did you come up with that so quick? I'm like, I don't know, but I think it just saved our lives. Like, it was crazy. And the guy's, yeah, they're all fifth wheels. We have a guy bring them in, blah, blah, blah. So fifth wheels was always kind of funny. I don't even know how we got talking about that at Old Dominic. Honestly, I have no clue.
Because we don't have them. So we were talking about these trucks towing these caravans. Really,
And then Debbie had said, here's a fifth wheel for the day.
Yeah,
And-
because normally I'm the third wheel. Yeah.
Yeah. And we're like, it's the fifth wheel. And so then for the rest of the trip, it was like, is this the fifth wheel?
It's a long way from Memphis to New Jersey,
Oh
and
my
I can tell you now, we saw a lot of swing.
A lot of swingers. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of them. They're everywhere. Yep.
Yeah. But yeah, that was a long day. My liver did not like me the next day. I can tell you that. Oh my God.
I apologize for that, but I really, I'll be honest, I wouldn't change anything. Like it was a pretty great day.
Yeah.
It was.
And then
it
we
was
had
a
breakfast
good. Oh,
together.
you go.
That's good breakfast.
Mm.
I was just overall thankful just to be able to spend time with you guys, and it's just crazy how it works out, because if it wasn't for Charles, and I would have never met Mick, And obviously, you know, that kind of just led to you guys, and it just goes to show what kind of community it really is. So, I mean, I know I, you know, talked to you a little bit previously on our meetings, Mark, but just being able to see you guys, you and Laura, in person, that was a real blessing, and it really just went to show like what kind of great community this is. So, can't thank you guys enough for the little bit of time we spent. I definitely kind of looking back at it, you know, like he said, when y'all left, it was kind of like a sad moment. Definitely would have liked to spend more time with you guys, but we definitely got to do that again because it was all around great.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a great time.
We were,
appreciate the
Sam.
laughs, Debbie.
Yeah.
Oh, I
I've
got
got a
plenty
few-
more of them where you got creamy, nutty
You're gonna
jokes all day long.
You're going to be plenty
So-
famous down there. I've got some little Debbie stickers going to stick around.
There you go.
Yeah.
And I will say that we probably have another Devi sticker coming out soon, and it's going to be the little Devi box. So you'll be able to get a whole box of little Devi.
Awesome.
So, all right. So let's move on. Guys, keep sticking around because we're going to do some hot box questions, and we're going to let everybody involved on here tonight be able to ask any question. So make sure you guys think about, we do 10 random questions, but instead of the questions that we're going to ask, we're going to let you guys ask the questions. But we're going to move out of Memphis, but we're going to stay in the great state of Tennessee. So, Devi, love you, brother. Going to kick you to the background for just a second, and we are going to bring on our brother, Robert. So, you guys left Memphis and started heading towards Middle Tennessee. I know me and Mark talked about when you guys were coming over that you guys were going to stay outside my area, but there were some difficulties with the people you're going to stay with. Plus, I was sick, didn't get to meet you guys. So I'm living over here jealously right now because everybody's talking about meeting you guys, and I'm the one dude on the show that did not get that one. But you guys headed over to Middle Tennessee, and you got to go, I guess, Murfreesboro, maybe Lebanon.
No.
So you got to go
Lebanon.
Lebanon.
Lebanon. Not Lebanon. Lebanon.
Lebanon. So you guys got to meet up with Robert. I mean, if you don't, I'm not sure if you've ever heard, but Robert has a company that makes cigar knives. And they're made from high carbon steel. And they're 100% American sourced materials.
Betsy Ross also uses them.
Betsy Ross approves them. And if you need a little blue pill in a cutter form in a nice discreet box, Mark, he will try to get that to you. That way you can keep everything sharp and ready for action.
So cool.
I love it that she loves that. That's awesome. So, anyways, okay. So you leave Memphis. You're going. I got her blushing. I love it.
There we go.
She's about to lose her shit. Love it. All right. So you guys leave Memphis. You're going over Middle Tennessee. You meet up with. Let's go ahead and talk about that. You meet up with Robert.
Fred Durst.
Fred Durst. By the way, just letting you know, he did it for the nookie. Just saying.
Yeah, he told me it was his way or the highway. You're on mute, Robert.
Freaking rookie. By the way,
I unmuted myself and you muted me.
I did not.
Somebody did because I unmuted myself.
Do not blame me for your mess ups.
Oh, I'm going to blame the host.
I'm just saying. I'm looking at my text and all I get is I hate you all.
Yeah, because every time I'm looking down like this, you're going back to Robert.
And I'm like, he is enjoying it. He is enjoying that way too much. But I will. Did anybody notice I did use a Limp Bizkit song for Marc and Laura's song tonight for the promo?
I saw that.
I'm just saying. Just trying to tie shit together. That's what we do.
Yeah, so we went around Nashville.
I'm about to say, after a very long day, that Mick abused you all.
Can
He
I-
tortured you and made you suffer. You go into Lebanon, and Robert, I will let you pick up from there.
Okay,
Because
I need to start this story because I'm messaging Mark and I'm like, hey, because I'm thinking, okay, you go to Nashville, everybody wants to go to Broadway, everybody wants to go to the Grand Ole Opry, everybody wants to go to the Ryman. They all want to do the hot spots of Nashville. So I'm already planning on a day of going to downtown, which I don't really care to go to because it's all the tourist stuff. So I go, hey, so where do you want to go? And he's like, well, we don't really want to go anywhere where we have to drink. We don't want to go anywhere where we have to be around people. Mick wore us out. Mick just wiped us out. We just need something very kind of like chill. And I'm like, all right, so bonus. So I'm thinking, okay, cool. We'll go to Lebanon, and then we'll go to a cigar lounge after that. And the nice thing is they got to like experience like a really kind of cool, like the square of Lebanon's pretty cool. It's very southern. They don't have anything like that in New Zealand. It was really chill. A little plug for the Tri Star Herf Crew. If you're listening, if you're watching, and you're not a member, none of this is pretentious. None of this is fake. This is all real. It was such a wonderful experience meeting Marc and Laura, and you guys just felt like people I knew already. And I didn't even know you, Laura, but you felt like people I knew. And just kind of getting this reacquainted part and not like, oh, cool. Who are you guys? And there was none of this weird, like, first interaction. It was like we had known each other. It felt so like second nature. It was awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
It was so good. I love, like, the food we had was awesome. Beth was lovely, and you were just so, yeah, it just felt like it just
It
really
felt,
organic.
yeah, it felt natural.
Yeah.
Felt normal.
Yeah.
Felt like I hadn't seen you since last week, sort of thing.
Just
You know.
hours and hours went by, and then we ended up at that awesome little cigar lounge, and it was just such a cool night. Unfortunately, we ended with Sonic, the drive-thru.
I
so
liked it.
I will say this. I absolutely detest Sonic.
Yes.
My
Disgusting.
family loves Sonic. I hate it with a passion. And when I saw the fact that you guys went there, I was like, oh my God. And then when Mark was like, I enjoyed it, she hated it. I was like, she's the one with the taste. She's got the taste in the family.
Mark's all about the
I mean, but-
hangover with the bad beer.
No,
Drink piss,
but
enjoy
this
piss.
I had Whataburger, In-N-Out, and then Sonic, and I was like, nah. Like, I like the concept, but bleh, like,
It's such a foreign concept to us just to have a place where you just drive up and it's like a drive-in cinema weird thing, and
yeah, it's
it
weird.
was just bizarre. So I was like, we got to try this out.
Yeah.
They were really rude.
But yeah, no, our time with Robert was awesome. That was such a, and I think because we didn't have anything to drink, did we? I don't think so.
No, I had iced tea.
Yeah.
So I'm the one that made you drink. I get it. I'm an alcoholic. I'm sorry. I apologize.
But goes to show, don't need to, like it was nice not to, like, I'm not sad that we missed Nashville, like, really, because at this point I was like, nothing can top Memphis and Dallas, like.
So Memphis
Nashville?
and Dallas is party night. Robert was
and we met
hangover
Robert, and it was just
enjoyment.
like, yeah, and we were really, really, because Robert was the last person that we were gonna be meeting up with, potentially.
Yeah, we're hoping to catch Frank,
but
it nothing lined up, so that's all good.
But
And New York's crazy as well.
Ugh, yeah, but
Well, the crazy thing is, like, being from California originally, and you guys talking about driving in LA. I'm from the States. I hate driving in LA. There's nothing worse than driving in Los Angeles. It is the worst experience ever. I can't even imagine going into that going, what side of the road am I supposed to be on? What a horrible experience that would be.
Well,
And
do you know, just before we met you, that was the very first roundabout we came across in the States. And I don't know if he saw us driving in, but Mark's face was like, left, right, shit, where's that person going? And I didn't realize that you were sitting there. I was like, he totally saw us, and I was videoing the whole thing, like we're going around this roundabout. He goes,
well, it's also where I witnessed the generosity of like this cigar community, because like, you know, it's for us in the States, we take, like, we can all go to a lounge anywhere. You guys don't have that luxury. And then for you guys to talk about all the cigars, all the love, everything, and everybody wanted to pour out so much, you know, that's kind of how we show affection. Here you go. You can't get this where you're at. We're going to give it to you. We love you guys. It's amazing. I just can't get over like what he was sharing with all the stuff that he got. I'm going, that's our group. You know, I've honestly never, in my 56 years, I've never been a part of anything like this. And I love the fact that you guys got to come out here and experience that. It just means the world to me. And like I shared it with Charles straight away, and he kind of stole my thunder. But to add to it, it's like, this is the vision of what we want. We want, I mean, for you guys to come, and you guys are the furthest south of any member we have. You know,
Yeah.
to come here and feel at home was amazing. You know, and I know we share a faith and all that, but it was more than that. It was like the whole thing all coming together. It just felt so good and natural. And when you guys left, I honestly, like, I haven't thought about. I mean, I've thought about that day quite frequently. I've missed the fact that I don't have you guys around like I had you that day. It was so amazing.
It's crazy that you say that, dude. I said the exact same thing to Kenda the other day. I'm like, man, we hung out for one fucking day.
Right.
I feel like I've known these people forever, and like it's I think it may have started with cigars, which is what we do.
Yeah.
But it came together with faith and family and friends, and we made lifetime friends. More than that within a fucking 24-hour period. It's crazy to me.
So I will say that is exactly what I want. And I'm wearing the hat proudly. I mean, Mick doesn't want to wear it because, you know, he doesn't like it. But I'm just saying.
Because it's a snapback, I know.
That I am thoroughly proud that this right here is something that has brought people from, and not only across the states, but around the world together.
Yeah.
So you guys have been something that watching this journey and realizing what you guys have done, I'm proud to know that that in some small part I was able to be someone that was a part of it. I love it.
And Mark, I know you're waiting for me to figure out the cost. It's going to be on my dime. Whatever you gave me to send back is on my dime. It's on my dime. In front of everybody on YouTube, it's on my dime.
No.
Yes.
I will say this. Argue all that you want. Welcome to family.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not going to happen.
I don't want you guys to have to pay for anything. I really don't. And then like all three of us are wearing a hat. Charles, on the giveaways tonight, one of my hats I'll give away, so you can do an extra giveaway. So, no, I mean it. I really don't want you guys to have to spend anything. You guys have kids. My kids are grown up. You know, you guys had an amazing time here. I'm so glad. I don't want it to be any more of a burden on your end. The burden I want you guys to have is just the burden of gratitude.
I think from my perspective, it's so nice for Mark to have something like this because
friends.
That's not what I meant. he's watched me in my job, and I've had the blessing of being able to experience this kind of camaraderie within my profession. I know this isn't a profession, but it feels the same way that I feel about what I do and who I am. And it's so nice for him to have that. So, and for me to be welcomed in as well as the token Aussie. So yeah, I think it's quite amazing what something like this can do. And hopefully we'll just continue to grow and down here, hopefully. Somehow.
I got a guy in mind.
Yeah.
And Laura, just so you know, like what you do, I think is so amazing. I wish we did it more here in the States, because I think it adds a personal touch to bringing a child into the world. You know, to have somebody who's like not there just, you know, like just and you get paid. I know you do, but there's an added bonus. You're there to just be there. You know, when a wife and a husband are experiencing their child, whether it's the first one or the third one or whatever it is, you're there to be a part of it. And it's like, that's a moment, it's a memory you can't, like, you can't forget. It's indulged in your brain.
Yeah. And it's, yeah, I know, you know, it's hard on our family, but at the same time, like, it's not
hard on the family.
It's just the best job in the world.
It's
and I'm
blessing.
so, yeah.
It's a blessing to see what you do.
Yeah.
Well, you're living your faith. I mean, you really are.
Well, I get to see it almost every day.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. So, but this is just so good for him. So it's just, yeah, we were really sad to leave Tennessee. Definitely.
You
really
will
sad.
say, I know you said that you're like the bonus edition of you know, being accepted into this family, but I will say that my wife doesn't open up too easily, and she had one of the best nights she's had in a long time too with you guys. And so I mean, she has a little bit of social anxiety, and she doesn't love meeting new people, and she came out that night openly and had a great time with you guys. And it's crazy because the same thing happened with Jen, with first time she met Jen with Charles, and the same thing with Beth with Robert. So like, I mean, it's kind of, I think it's this whole fucking community. Like, it's just something we do.
Yeah.
But it was just amazing because I always kind of judge how the wife, I'm always watching how she's feeling too, you know, because I want her to feel comfortable. And she had such a great time with you guys, and it's like we had known you forever, and it's just such a weird dynamic, but it's what we do. It was an awesome
I would
day.
never have thought Amanda had any sort of, so like, she was just so, it was like I'd known her, and we had some awesome conversations and such a good time, and it's just, yeah.
She said the same. Yeah, it's
her at the top of the pyramid was hilarious.
Yeah, she would not move. Yeah, she hates
She did.
heights.
We got that picture.
We got the
She
picture.
moved over to and we did.
She walked out the
Yeah.
beam. Yeah.
And then she walked straight back.
Yeah, she did. Yeah, she definitely has her anxieties, but I love her to death. And you know, you judge stuff off of that. You know, you want your mate to be happy as well. And she definitely had an amazing time with you guys, and it's kind of a judge of character for everyone I meet, you know, how she reacts to it. And man, she just opened up to you guys. And don't get me wrong, you give her 3 or 4 drinks, you can't shut her up. But other than that, she's a great time.
I
Love
think
her
we
to
had
death.
more than that.
Oh, we had plenty. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
no,
I'm
it was-
going to go ahead and open this, put everybody back on here, because it's the last person. I guess Robert is the last person that you got to meet up with. So you did have a couple of other trips that you did. You went to Gettysburg, up into I guess Jersey, and to New York. So let's go ahead and talk about leaving Tennessee, going up into, you know, Pennsylvania.
Yeah, Gettysburg was incredible.
Yeah.
No.
We kind of winged it from after we left Mark, really.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not Mark, sorry. Robert. We just completely winged it and went to Gettysburg, stayed next to a massive cemetery, which was weird.
Cool.
Had a great dinner there and heaps of walking around. And then again, we didn't plan to go into Amish country, but we went into Amish country, which was
Lancaster
amazing.
County. Met a bunch of Amish people. It was really cool. I'll
go get the charger.
Sure. We don't have Amish here. We don't have Mennonites here. And it was sort of us. Like, okay, what are these people? What are they into? What's their belief system? And they're not so different from you or I. And that was the really impressive thing to see, actually. These people living in the community so differently, but at the same time, they're just the same. And from Amish country, it's only 2 hours from Lancaster to New York. So from there, we ran down into New Jersey, and we had a bit of an issue with our accommodation there. Ended up getting not ripped, but ripped. I had thought that we'd booked an entire little beachfronty property thing, and actually the owner had just booked us a room. And even though the booking said, you've got the family room, you got a private bathroom, you got the kitchen, you got all this stuff, you didn't have any of that. And it was a little tiny room, and it had a sliding door with a padlock on the outside, so you could be padlocked in. And it was just like, we ain't staying here. So then we had a bit of a scramble and had to find a hotel to stay in. But we ended up at the Best Western, and we had a really nice sandwich at Telurcio's in Jersey. That was really nice. They're known for their massive, I don't know, are they called Heroes?
Right.
Is a Hero a sub?
I'd call it a sub. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Massive. I'm talking massive, like ridiculous. And being a big fan of mafia movies, mafia TV shows, we got the Luca Brasi. Just gonna chuck this charger in. So yeah, the Luca Brasi sandwich from Telurcio's. As we pulled up into the Best Western, actually, we saw a bunch of deer, and they just were hanging out eating some grass. So that was cool. A couple of white-tailed deer. Mark from, just to add in another Mark from Omerta.
Okay.
He reached out and was like,
Mark,
"Hey, you want to come? You want to come hang out?" And I was like, "I'm in bed." It was 9:30 at night. I was like, "I'm in bed."
We'd had a rough night though.
If we hadn't been mucked around by the weird booking and all that sort of stuff, I would have jumped at it. They were busy filming a shoot for a humidor, but he was like, "Yeah, come down, hang out." But unfortunately, didn't get time to do that. So that's, I think his handle's Marky Cigars. Nice guy. Sorry. Come on, buddy. Good boy. All right. So then from there we dropped the car at Newark.
Yeah.
And man, am I glad I dropped that car off. That was like the best day ever. Because, I mean, I don't know if you've been driving in Jersey, but it makes Dallas look like nothing. It was just insane, and everyone was driving crazy, and it was like peak hour traffic, and I was like, oh my word, get me out of this car.
I was such a passenger princess. I was like, oh,
yeah, you're
I'd
like,
be sad to say goodbye to the car.
Massachusetts is the only place I would say is worse driving, like in downtown Boston, than Jersey. Jersey absolutely sucks. I traveled the East Coast for a living for many years, and Jersey is absolutely horrible. Like North Jersey, near Philly, near New York City, it is absolutely horrid.
Yeah, it was crazy, and it was just like, just drop it off at the airport. So we dropped off at the airport, jumped in the most expensive taxi I've ever called in my life.
Because Mark doesn't ask questions. I had already done my research, and they said don't get in a cab or anything that has a meter because it's going to cost you.
She didn't say that.
I did. I did. And I said, I had this whole thing. I was going to line up an Uber and I knew how much it was going to cost. Anyway, we like walked out of wherever we were walking out of. And this guy in a suit who looked like he was probably going to like traffic us or something, like was like, hey, like, where are you going or whatever? And Mark just looked at me and I was like, I don't know. Like, I feel like he's going to kill us if we don't get in the car type. It was just like, I don't know. So anyway, got in this cab that, what was it? Ended up being $155 US dollars to get into New York City. And I was just like, it wasn't even worth like, it was a nice car.
It was an Escalade, I think.
Oh my God.
He looked like a good fella. If you get my drift there without throwing any disparaging things.
He was lovely though.
Italian Americans. Yeah, he was nice.
So nice.
Got
but
to
he was
tell
terrifying looking.
Told us about the place. He was telling us a few different things, and I don't think you get that out of an Uber driver, to be honest.
Yeah, but $155.
Yeah, well,
Woof.
You should have offered to pay him in Kiwi nuggets instead of dollars.
Kiwi nuggets don't go far.
Oh my God. No, not in this.
That's what she said.
But yeah, nice. But yeah, got into New York City, and I mean, I love New York.
Yeah, I don't.
It was. I love New York. I loved it when I was there 15 years ago. But I will say this: it is not the same city as it was 15 or 16 years ago. It's very, very different. Did not feel as safe as I felt 15 years ago. At all.
Yeah, head on a swivel the whole time.
Yeah.
I think New York was probably the most stressful place I've been in a long time, standing at traffic lights waiting to walk across the road, and I'm looking all over the place like, am I going to get rolled? Is someone going to approach me? I will say thank you very much, Robert, for your gift. I felt much better with that on me. This trusty lighter, that is. And it was just like, head on a swivel at all times. Like,
because I was just taking photos
Laura's
of everything.
just like, oh, look at this building. Oh, it's the Friends building. Look at this. Can you take it? Oh, look at this pretty tree. And I'm like,
beautiful.
Look at these 6 dudes like 10 feet away looking like they're going to rob us, like.
Yeah, it was an experience. But
we worked it out. We walked, I think it was 60K.
Yeah. Because he didn't want to get in the subway. He refused to get on the subway.
It's because
$2.90 a trip.
No, I don't care about the price. The price is nothing. Standing on a street corner with my head on a swivel is hard enough, let alone being in a tube with people and having to have my head on a swivel.
Yeah, it was. I loved it. Like the autumn colors and all of the stuff that I thought it was awesome. We went to Madison Square to watch the Rangers, who played like shit.
Yeah, they sucked.
Which was a shame, but it was cool just to be part of that whole experience, that American experience, and like how passionate those fans are.
Yeah, I will say,
jeepers.
Standing up before the game for the anthem, I will say that was an experience.
But it was weird because they were like cheering through it. I think they were cheering for her because she did such a good job at singing it.
Maybe.
I don't know, but it was amazing.
I don't know what they were yelling, but
I don't know.
I don't yell during an anthem, and I don't think that would happen in Texas. But standing up and hearing somebody sing the Star Spangled Banner in person in America, in Madison Square Garden, I will say I don't think Laura noticed, but that was like a this is really cool moment for me. That was a little not overwhelming, but it was whelming.
Yeah, it was cool. It was really cool.
I will say that there are times like when you go to a sporting event or when you go into, like, I went to an event at my kid's school 2 days ago, and it was for Veterans Day, and they stood up and they were singing the anthem. It doesn't matter where you're at, but as somebody who is a patriot and somebody who believes in the values of America, when you hear that being sung, it doesn't matter how bad or how good it's sung. It's one of those things that you just get those chills.
Yeah.
And
Kind of like with
I
the
get that.
haka.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we've never, that was the first and only time that we've heard it on the whole trip. And it was awesome.
Tell you what, that absolutely was the highlight for me.
Yeah.
It could have been, you could have done it at, the honky tonk in Fort Worth, and it would have been just as meaningful. You could have done it anywhere. It didn't have to be Madison Square Garden, but to have somebody, I don't know, it's an iconic thing to have a person walk out and everybody stand up, and you Americans in particular, we don't do the hand on chest thing. That's not what we do.
No.
But to see, look around and people hand on heart and singing along.
Watch everybody take their hat off, stand up, hand on heart, and just be reverent in the moment.
Yeah, that was cool. Like deep breath moment.
Yeah, that was really cool. Unfortunately, the rain just sucked that night, but it was cool.
Just take a shot. What are you doing,
gosh.
I was just gonna say, so I'm a hockey guy, and I'm not gonna bust on you for going to a Rangers game, because you know what, you can't get more American or iconic than going to Madison Square Garden. I've been to, I think, 8 different arenas now to see a hockey game, and it was always a Penguins game. I've been to Tampa, New Jersey, Philadelphia. Like, I've been around.
Freaking Penguins.
Yeah, so I'm just saying, I want to go to Madison Square Garden because it's such an iconic venue. You walk in off the street and it goes down. Like most arenas are up. This one's down. So like it's like this amazing, iconic arena of hockey. And you guys picked a great one to go to. And I was really, truly bummed that it wasn't at least a close, good game. Like that. I could care less who won that game because they're both in the Penguins division. But I wanted to see you guys at least see a good game. And but speaking of the Penguins, while we're on this subject, so Mark sent me a picture the other day of their oldest wearing a Penguins hat and saying she's now a Penguins fan. So Uncle Mick's going to send her some more swag, and we're going to do this. We're going to do this. We're going to have a Penguins fan in New Zealand, and it's going to be because of me, because I'm going to send her some shit. So keep this up. Tell her shit's on the way. It's going to happen.
Just tell her she needs to go watch the Mighty Ducks.
Yeah, have we watched them with them? I don't
think so.
No,
it's on Disney. We don't have Disney.
True.
All right, so I will say it's amazing to hear about the trip from beginning to end. I will say that going back to the start of your trip, Mark did something that was it was awesome. So before you guys left, he sent me a message, and it was like I was in bed, and he said, "Happy birthday from New Zealand," or New Zealand time. And then after all the trip that you had, it actually goes back into just a few hours, and he sends me a message and says, "Happy birthday, US time." Because you guys had traveled like 14 hours, but in my time, it was like 5 hours. And it was so I literally woke up to a birthday message from him saying happy birthday New Zealand time, and I got to work that morning after sending my kid to school to a message that says happy birthday American time. And it's like I got a message. It was the first 2 messages I got that day, and it was pretty awesome. So
no, that's cool. I'm glad that made you happy. Gave you a smile, I hope.
So guys, what I want to do real quick is, I know we've gone longer than what I thought, and you guys have been up for a while. It's daytime for you guys, it's nighttime for us. We do a section called Hot Box Questions. And Mick and I usually have hot box questions that we usually ask. But what we're going to do is, since everybody's on the screen, we have me, Mick, we have Robert, we have Mark, and we have Devin on here. we're all going to have a chance to ask you one hot box question. And it's a random question that anybody's going to come up with. And you guys get to take turns. We'll go lady first. But whatever they ask, let it rip. Are you guys willing to play hot box questions?
Yep.
Are we?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
All right. So hot box questions are brought to you by Beard Apothecary.
What up, Real Smoke fam? Here we are in the most metal room in the house. I'm going to take us on a little secret mission into the secret lair of the mad scientist. Do not tell her I showed you this stuff. This room freaks me out. It is nothing but Taylor Swift, all Tay-Tay, all the time. I just can't. There's just Taylor Swift everywhere. Albums, all kinds of stuff. What I want to give you guys a sneak peek of is listed on the number right here. We've got us a brand new item coming out pretty soon called the Ever Inked Tattoo Balm. It'll help revitalize your tattoos. Can go on with new tattoos, which means I got to go get one, test it out. We should be releasing that in the near future. I'll keep you guys up to date. Thank you guys very much. Make sure you like, subscribe, and follow the boys. Peace out.
So you guys got to help me. You have to tell me, is that his wife's bunker, or is that John's actual bunker? Is he the Tay-Tay fan? What do you think?
Yes.
It's definitely him.
Yeah.
It's him. That's what I thought.
Yeah.
All right, so
We all think
I'm
that,
going to
yeah.
let Mick go ahead and start Hotbox questions. I'll let him go first. I'll let me go next, and we'll go Robert, Mark, and then Devin, and we'll cycle back through until we get to 10 of them. So, Mick,
All right. So
give
we
us
are-
the first Hotbox question.
We are doing 2 questions each, right? Because I don't want to screw this up.
Yes, everybody gets 2 questions,
All right.
and they get to answer them both. So,
All right, cool. So because I need this for the after show promos, what is your favorite musical band or artist?
I have a very mixed range. I think.
she says Tay-Tay.
No, gosh, no.
Please, Lord,
I always go to Blink 182. That's probably.
Okay.
Yeah, that's yeah.
Cool.
At
Come
the
on, give
moment,
me some Christian death metal. Come on, brother. A Christian death metal from New Zealand. Come on, what's the name of the band? I'll find them.
if do you want Christian metal from New Zealand?
Yeah, that's what you told me all about it, man. Let's do it.
Yeah, I've seen them twice in 2 years. Saving Grace.
I love Saving Grace.
They're fantastic live.
I'm on it. All over it, brother. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, so question number 2. In this whole experience that you guys had coming to, the States, you had the idea that you were coming to the States to go visit the different areas, but you got to meet the community as a whole. You got to meet the cigar community. So Mark, as somebody who has been in the cigar community for a little while, give me your thoughts about what you experienced. Laura, as somebody coming in from the outside and seeing the cigar community, let me know your thoughts as well.
I'm quite envious of what you all have. I think the cigar community in America should defend what they have as best they can. Looking at places like, like California with all these new laws they're bringing here, from somebody with in a country with laws against cigars and tobacco and things like that. If you don't step on its neck very quickly, it's gonna end badly. Protect what you have and enjoy what you have, and enjoy the community that you can build and that we can build, and embrace it.
Yeah, I mean, I echo that. I think it's important, especially for, and I know that there are women part of this as well, but I think for men this day and age, I think it's important. And it's amazing that you've done something and you've built something. It's so important for men to be involved in. And because, like I said, I've got mine, and I'm just happy. I know that we are a long, long way away, and he feels envious, but I think he's found something that'll kind of drive us to. I mean, I don't know how much we can do down here because the laws here are so strict, but I think it's been awesome for me to see him be part of something so authentic and good for him.
That's beautiful. I mean,
Thanks, mate.
I can't say.
That's a clip. That's a clip.
Yeah, that's a clip right there.
100%.
All right, Robert.
All right. So I was going to say, what's the best burger you ever had? But it's got to be In-N-Out, bar none. So, per our conversation, I have to. This is a loaded question. Best thing on a burger that we don't know about in the States.
Oh, that's easy. That's beetroot.
I was hoping you'd say that because I want everybody to get a comment on that.
Yeah. Beetroot. Come on. If you
Beetroot.
haven't tried it, you've got to put them on there.
What the fuck is beetroot?
Beets.
Beets.
No. No.
Beets?
No.
Beets on a burger?
No.
You got
no.
Not like a whole bowl. Slice it up and put it.
I'll send you some.
No.
Yeah.
I'll send you some.
Yes.
Nope.
Wait, hang on.
So good. That would make In-N-Out even better.
That would.
Yeah.
That would improve In-N-Out.
Yeah.
No.
Wait. Time out. Are we just talking like a pickled beet?
Yes.
Like a slice of a pickled beet on a
Yeah.
burger?
So you slice them up.
So
and
do you also put mustard and ketchup or anything else on it, or just a fucking beet?
Yeah.
No, you have
No.
a regular
No.
burger.
You got to beat the burger.
Yeah. Beat it. Yeah.
You have a
That's what she said.
That's what.
I have another comment, but I'm not going to say it. I'm good. But so we're putting
You see
beet
that?
on the
Slice beet.
No.
on a burger.
Yeah.
That's not right at all.
That's
And
crazy.
Mark, the next burgers I make, I'm gonna do it. And I'm gonna let you guys know how it is.
Yeah.
You do it.
Not
I'm
chicken
not.
burger.
Kenda
Not
loves
chicken-
beets. I'm gonna share this, but I'm really confused right now. Like it doesn't even sound good.
Oh, it's so good.
We have to move on because this is bad.
Just make a regular burger. Put a couple of slices of beetroot on top of the meat.
Yeah. On the meat
Has
bit,
to be beef
not chicken, and then thank us later.
and maybe an egg.
Yeah.
See, we would call you Polacks. I'm just saying.
He gets told that all the
I
time.
get called that all the time anyway. You know, I got asked in New York if I was a Jew by a Jew with the curly hair.
Well, I mean, I'm a Polak. I never heard of that.
All right, so moving on. Mark, give us a question because I got to get past the beats.
Right. That's what we're having to do.
All right. Well, we're going to drag y'all back out here. So, if there's something that you didn't get to do that you really wanted to, what would that be?
Ooh.
Well, I know mine. What's yours?
You know, you
I
say
know
yours.
mine, 100%. Get down the bayou. Get me in a flat bottom boat. I don't even care. I don't have to even do anything. Just sit me in a boat, push me out, and leave me in overalls, no shirt. I want to be like Bruce the Alligator Man. I'll put my bandana back on and just swamp people it up.
I so need to do the AI version of this.
Oh God.
Yeah, I'm down.
Well, I
I'm
want
making
to.
my profile picture.
Oh my God. I want to go to a rodeo. We didn't get to
we-
do that.
Yeah.
I'd love to, and I'm so allergic to all of the stuff involved in a rodeo, so I'd have to be pretty drugged up to go. But I was so want to go to a rodeo and get a pair of boots. Yeah, that's what I want.
Yeah,
to
those
you go.
fish skin boots, those are incredible.
do. Yeah, I'd love to go to a rodeo and
I
see
could
the
definitely
big.
see you rocking the boots, girl. Definitely rocking the boots. I can see you
Yeah,
rocking
and I
the
could wear them here. Pickle, stop.
Pickles, pickle beets.
Yeah, our other dog's called Beak.
Come here, buddy.
All right, so creamy nutty. What do you got?
That's crazy to say because that was the question. You got to pick one, and I'm not a big fan of either, believe it or not. But creamy or nutty,
Creamy.
pick a profile. That's crazy, Charles.
I'm gonna go creamy.
Creamy.
This could go so many different directions. I'm gonna move on now.
All right, so move on, Mick. Question number 6.
So
We're not touching this one.
Question number 6. What am I drinking right now?
So that's
that's not actually my question, but go ahead.
That's lemon and Pyroar. Pyroar is the town that it's made in. They use the mineral water from underneath the town.
So the
It's called
sewer.
It's called LMP. It's world famous
It's
in New Zealand.
iconic. Yeah.
It is world famous in New Zealand. I read it on the bottle. It's good lemony stuff. That's what I read too.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
that was not my question. But I wanted to promo L&P while we were on here. I'm doing all my New Zealand stuff tonight. So thank you guys. I'll say this before I forget. Thank you, you guys. I wanted an All Blacks jersey. I wanted a L&P. I didn't really want an L&P. Yeah, Charles has some stuff there behind him. You just brought me one, so I mean I'll take it. But I went down over all the questions that that we always ask. But you know what? I'm not going to ask any of them to you. I'm going to ask you. I'm going to ask you. And this is a little bit
Is
selfish.
cereal or soup?
Nope.
No.
I'm going to ask you. I'm going to be a little selfish. I want to know what your favorite moment in Memphis was, because it has become a great, like, what did you enjoy the most seeing in Memphis?
Now I'm a redneck, so it was the pyramid.
I can't blame you. It's cool as shit. You can't. It's tourist, but it's great.
I don't even care. You know, you got the massive alligator gar in there. You got, the actual alligators. You got all sorts of stuff in there. That place is awesome.
Mine, I mean, so many, but I think our time with Mark or Katie, like
that was not in Memphis.
Was it Memphis that he said, or just in general?
Memphis. No, Memphis.
Oh, Memphis. Oh my gosh.
I will say, go ahead and do Memphis, but go ahead and finish with the Mark and Kate.
Okay,
Mark
Memphis.
Katie.
The filling station was awesome. Like, I just think the generosity and the beers were so good, so good.
Freaking alcoholics.
It was so good.
That's
and I love that sort of beer. So you don't, because you don't have any taste. So
drink piss and
piss. Yeah.
He did.
So
he
I
did
really,
have a couple
really love
beers
that.
he liked to, but no, it was great.
Yeah.
What was it? Budweiser, Michelob Ultra,
I did like the Michelob. Is it Michelob or
Michelob?
Yeah, that was nice. It sounds Belgian.
Drink piss.
I don't know.
Enjoy piss.
Horse
It's
piss.
gross. Gross.
All right, so I'm gonna save mine for the last because Mick loves to say that I am the deep person that likes to ask serious questions. So I've got mine for the last. So I'm gonna go to Robert for question number 7.
7. Okay. What was your favorite experience in the U.S.?
So many.
Drinking
I'm just
horse
going to go
piss.
ahead with mine and say our time with Mark was in Dallas was just, for me, like a turning point, I think, in the trip for me. And I was,
Yeah,
I will never, ever hear any shit against Americans ever again because of you, Mark. So I love that. Yeah. That was probably a highlight for me.
Yeah. I'm gonna say ditto to that.
Oh.
I'm gonna say ditto to that. That was and if I'm gonna throw in a touristy thing, Duck Dynasty for me. I mean, that was
Dynasty.
We're not in America. We're in New Zealand.
All right, Mark, what do you got?
All right, this is random. Is the Yowie real? Yes or no?
The Yowie or the Bunyip?
You tell
Is
me.
it the
Hell,
same?
if I know, I'm not sure what y'all have over there.
I'm a
is the
terrible
Yowie the same?
Australian. I feel like I should know the answer to that.
I think it is real.
Yeah.
And it was spotted at Bucky's, baby.
No, it's real.
Nice.
No, I think
Love it.
so. A Yowie is the Aussie version of a Bigfoot, but smaller. It's the equivalent of their Bigfoot.
So he's a little foot?
It's also called kind of. It's also called a Bunyip.
A bunion. That's what
Bunyip.
old ladies get on their feet.
Bunyip.
Bunyip. It's the indigenous word for it. I mean, they've got stories about it. I mean, I don't see it any different as like a chupacabra or Bigfoot or all the other, Nessie. I'm gonna say yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's real.
Or at least it was real.
Yeah.
All right.
It's a big.
Mr. Creamy and Nutty, what do you got?
Same question. I'm just playing now. But actually, double think it this time. I'm just playing now. But so kind of similar to the other ones, but I'm a big foodie and just a drink person in general. So either something maybe y'all have had before in New Zealand, or specifically, I guess, something new that y'all had in the U.S. What was your favorite food or drink that you tried that maybe you haven't had before?
Isn't even a real question.
Biscuits and gravy.
What? What's yours?
It's biscuits and gravy.
So you never had biscuits and gravy before, though?
No.
That's quite clever. I'm just playing. I miss those phrases.
Biscuits and
I'm
gravy.
about to say, I'm loving the way that Laura's saying no. It's nor.
No.
We fucked with her hard about that the whole night.
Yeah.
We did.
I think like 10 minutes into meeting each other, he's giving me shit from the nor.
Nor.
Not the
Ner.
Herf puppies.
Huh?
Ner.
Hush puppies. That was my favorite thing I've eaten.
Biscuits and gravy.
Do you know?
Hush,
Do you know
oh my
what?
God.
Do you know why hush puppies were invented?
No.
Ner. Okay. I'm just saying. So hush puppies were invented back in colonial times, and it was a piece of fried bread that when they were cooking, they would fry the leftover bread stuff and they would feed it to the dogs to make them shut up from barking.
It worked with me.
That's why it's called hush puppy.
I'm gonna have to look up a recipe for it.
Yeah, it was good. Close second was the soft pretzel. Oh my
Nar.
gosh. Yeah.
Yeah, no.
All right.
And-
So question number 10.
Better with beetroot.
Don't talk about freaking beets. Hush.
Puppies.
Hush your dirty mouth right now.
Should just spam
So-
me a picture of dinner tonight.
No. So question number 10. This was your anniversary trip, right?
Yep.
So you guys got something that a lot of us on here probably have never done. We probably have never gone on an extended trip with our significant other for 2 weeks. What is something that you guys have learned about each other after being married for as long as you have that you realized on this trip?
I'm going to say it first.
Oh,
Are you going to laugh?
Do it.
Mark has to blow his nose after he eats every time. Every time he eats.
Wait. What? Wait. What? What? And how did I not notice this? What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every time he eats. And because we spent almost close to 3 weeks and I did not leave his side, it was like, why do you have to blow your nose after every time you eat? Like, that's so weird.
Yeah, I didn't even notice.
It still blows his
Okay.
mind. So, yeah.
You
That's
know?
not the deep answer you were looking for, Charles, was it?
No, I mean it's all good. So
It's up to you now, babe.
I am
You know,
paid.
just how
I am
much I love
paid to
her.
notice. I am paid to notice shit with people, and I did not notice that. And now I'm pissed at myself because I did not notice that. I'm like, what? How did I not notice that?
I'm me and I didn't notice it.
Yeah.
so here I asked this question thinking I'm gonna get some kind of like love story, and she's like, he fucking blows his nose after every time he eats.
Something I noticed. I didn't get sick of her.
No.
I didn't think, man, this chick talks a lot. Actually, I probably did think that. But I didn't think, I wish she would shut up. I definitely thought, man, she talks a lot. But I never thought, I don't want to hear her talk.
Yeah.
You know, we barely spent 10 minutes apart.
We had like one tiff because we were both stressed, but that was over pretty quickly. But for me, obviously,
Dallas
the last
Airport.
time no. Oh, no. Fuck, that was dumb. No, where was Jersey? That's where we had a little
I remember it.
spat because I was pissed off at him. Anyway, but I think last time we traveled together was prior to kids. And I think I realized how much, like, I think we're in a very blessed position that, yeah, I just didn't get sick of him. Like, I did not want him to leave my side and wanted to experience everything. And I was worried about traveling without the kids, you know, because it's the longest we've been away from them, the furthest we've been away from them. But it was nice to sort of remember what we did before them and how much we enjoyed it, and you know, and how much we still enjoy it because they're getting older. They're almost all teenagers now, and once they leave, it's just us. And
Yeah.
I think it was so, I mean, I knew that we're solid, but I think it's a lot of time to spend together in a very overwhelming place for, you know, days on end, hours on end, in different environments. And yeah, I just love him.
Yeah, I mean, when I think you work out who do you love the most, your wife or your children, I think the answer has to be your wife. It's a strange concept, but I love my children unconditionally. I don't think you love your wife or your husband unconditionally. So I think it's the love that you have to work at most, and it makes it the most important love, because when your children aren't here anymore and they've moved out and they've found the love of their life, who are you sitting next to? You're sitting next to your wife or your husband. And if you don't work on loving your husband or your wife during the years that your children are in the house, you're stuck with a stranger that you've moved out. Your ultimate loves have gone and left you. And what does that do to you? That, you know, the ability, I think the ability to be able to send the children out to their husbands and be able to sit on the couch and put my arm around Laura in, let's say, at least 15 years time.
Yeah, right.
And look her in the eye and say, we did it, we're proud, and we're made it, it's us, and we're still in love, and the children are gone and grown up and they've found their own love.
It was good,
Yeah,
and
I
we
think that's the
never,
ultimate.
yeah, you know, it wasn't like we went into the trip thinking, "Oh my God, are we going to be okay?" But it
Yeah,
was
yeah, totally.
amazing, and we had lots of different reactions from people when we said we're not taking the kids on the trip. I can tell you that, because people were judgy.
Oh, all the people I talked to were like, "Hell yeah, bro."
Nah. I got
let me
50-50 response on it, so
let me jump
yeah.
in on that. Like I've always said, you have to still date your wife, even if you're raising kids. You have to date your wife, and you have to court your wife. You can't just give up on that. Marriage is, and I know I'm preaching to the choir with the people I have in this room, but like marriage is a constant job. You know, you have to work on it and who you are and who you are as a couple. And man, I applaud you guys for that tremendously. And that trip you guys took, don't ever think second about that. Like we, Kenda and I moved down here 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago. We had to re-find ourselves, you know, and who we are as a couple, because our kids had just moved out. We moved down here and we're finding each other again. And it's a constant job. And anybody who says different's fucking lying. You know what I mean? Like it's a job and it's something you got to work on. But I'm proud of you guys for that trip, and I'm proud of you guys for what you've said tonight. Like it shows how much you guys truly care about each other. So it's what marriage is all about.
Yeah, definitely.
Thank you, Mick.
Thank you.
See, I will say that one of the things that I've always told my wife from the beginning is that one of the things that we need to prioritize is us. We need to make sure that in our relationship with us and our kids, that we put ourselves, meaning me and her, first. Because if we put ourselves first and we show our kids how it is to live as a husband and wife, that is something that they will grow into and expect that their husband or wife will treat them. So it's one of the things that we tell them all the time is that when it comes to our family, Jennifer and I are first. We are going to work on us first. That way we can show our kids how to grow up. And you guys doing this is one of those things where you guys are showing your kids that even though that mom and dad are there for you, but mom and dad are there for each other as well. And you guys spent the last 2 weeks growing together. So that's one of the things that I love seeing that you guys did, because Jennifer and I, every year for our anniversary, we will always go spend a week together. Our lives are so chaotic, our businesses are so rough that at least that one time a year we escape with just each other, because that's where we end up growing together and becoming even stronger than what we were the year before. So congratulations to you guys doing that one.
Yeah.
I will open this up to everybody else before we kick everybody else out. Love you guys, but we're going to kick you out. Final thoughts. We do have a couple segments left to do. We do have a meanwhile to do. We do have some giveaways to do. You guys, even though you may not be on the screen, you are more than welcome to hang out in a green room and watch and chill out or whatever. If you got to go, we completely understand. But we do have on here still, we have Robert, we have Mark, and we have Devin on here. But final thoughts for you guys on, you know, Marc and Laura coming to the States, the show, everything that they did. I'm going to open it up to Robert first. Final thoughts.
Final thoughts. Totally enjoyed the time. Wanted more, much more on the regular. Both of you are amazing. I'm so glad you guys got to come and hang out. I'm so glad that the vision that Charles laid for like what this group is about came to fruition. Looking forward to either going like however many hours it is down there, or when you guys come up again. But loved meeting you guys. I just pray for you guys and just hope you guys have a blessed time, and just you know spend time with your kids, and just the fact that both your parents were taking care of your kids while you guys were gone. That just meant a lot to me. as a dad. The fact that, you know, they were there for you guys while you were here enjoying the time. Both sets of parents were like involved. What an awesome experience. What an awesome testimony. So thank you so much.
Thanks,
Thank
Robert.
you.
Thank you very much, mate.
Mark.
You know, I just wanted to thank y'all for taking the time to spend an evening with me. You know, I definitely missed you when you left. But when you get back over here, because we're going to drag you back over, we're going to get you in the swamp and we're going to get you to that rodeo.
Awesome. We'll be there.
Yeah.
Little
definitely
Debbie.
coming back.
So just overall, again, like I said last time, really enjoyed spending time with you guys. I hate that y'all weren't able to meet the better half, Isabel. But God willing, you know, everything works out here soon. Then our schedules are going to be a lot more flexible. And so you guys have honestly inspired me to want to do things like traveling outside of the country, or, you know, whether it's New Zealand or whatever down the road. I definitely want to connect with you guys more, and just thank y'all for making the time to come down here and keep this community going. And it just means a lot more than you guys know. So thank you for inspiring me, and I'm sure others as well. So it's an awesome blessing. So yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks, mate.
So
Appreciate
I'm
that.
going to do something as a thank you to the people that we had on here tonight. I love the fact that we had Marc and Laura, but Mick always says I like to fuck with people. So I'm going to do this. Hey, Robert.
Hey,
You are one of the longest people that we've had sponsoring the podcast. Give a plug for everything that you got. Let us know. Let everybody on here know where they can find you.
you can find me on Instagram, on Facebook. Just, you know, I love what I do. There's a passion behind it. Not a single cutter, not a single knife, not a single anything I have leaves me without being tested fully. I enjoy what I do. It's just a love. It's a passion, and I love when people come back and say, "Hey, I really enjoy your cutter. I enjoy what you make. I enjoy your heart. You know, your passion in it, and it just means a lot to me. You know, it gets me very emotional when people appreciate what I do."
Couldn't say it any better than that. All right, Mark, you are somebody that reached out to us, and we reached out to you, and you supported us when we first got started. So, brother, I'm looking at your background right now, and there's nothing but Katie on there. So let everybody know where they can find all the fantastic stuff that Katie puts out.
Hey, wait, and
Absolutely.
one
Wait.
real quick second. I'm smoking Katie right now. I forgot how great this cigar is, man. Just you guys got to check these guys out, and I'll let you do your spot now, man. But I honestly, it's been a minute since I've had one of these, so dude, keep doing what you're doing. Just saying, have at it.
I appreciate it. Well, you know, like Robert, we take a lot of pride in what we do, trying to do things the right way, no matter what it is, whether it's accessories that I'm making here in the garage or the cigars all the way through manufacturing, storage, you name it. We just want to do it the right way. And if you're looking for Katie cigars, the easiest way to get them if you don't have a local shop is industrialcigars.co or the Wolfpack Cigar Club.
There you go. So, looking at some of the stuff that he's putting out, he's got I don't know if it's ashtrays or just like accessory trays, but the leather trays that he's got putting out and the hats that he's got putting out are some of the most amazing things that I've seen in a while. So guys, check out Katie Cigars. I mean,
Yeah, those
oh my God.
ashtrays, we just released our Christmas bundles today, and they're going to have one of the leather ashtrays. Of course, I make all of those by hand. There's nothing on those is manufactured. They also have double-sided coasters with our Katie logo on one side and a come and take it flag on the other.
Love it.
stickers, patches, and a 5-pack of that Canyon cigar.
There you
Those
go.
should be available at retailers here very shortly because they went out for sale today.
And guys, check out the Canon cigar that he puts out, and then go check out the Canon stand that Robert puts out, and you take both those and put them together, the perfect rest cigar combination that you guys can have. Check them out. All right, so my last one is, you don't own a brand, but you are a brand in yourself. I'll let you have the final word on this one.
Little Debbie. Let's hear what you have to
Little
say.
Debbie.
You're talking about the Little Debbie sticker?
I'm just talking about Little Debbie.
Okay,
Whatever you want to say.
Obviously, for those of y'all that don't know, part of the Tri Star Herf Crew, and just been able to be a part of the group. And so, just as mentioned before, can't encourage enough just being a part of the community if you're not already. And also, just being on the Real Smoke Pod. So I'm thankful to say that, I contribute to it because I've seen what you guys do. And I just think it's a really beautiful thing. So I don't want to butter you up too much and give you a big head, Charles, but it's just awesome seeing how, it sounds simple, but as Mick always says, it's about who you smoke with and who you have a great time with. And that's what it's really all about, and seeing what that can lead to and how it can change people's lives, as Marc and Laura are a great example of. It's just, that's why I'm here. So as much as, I love to say it, keep promoting me and my Little Debbie stickers, and you promote, if you support the Real Smoke Pod, then you're supporting the Little Debbie stickers and helping that campaign move forward. So let's just keep that going, guys. Vote for Little Debbie.
There you go. All right. I want to
love
thank all the guests for jumping on here. You're more than welcome to watch in the green room, or if you got to go, we absolutely understand. We have a couple other segments to do, a couple of them with our guests. But everybody have a great night. Appreciate you being on here. So we're going to jump back over to here. Hey, Debbie. There you are. Look at there. Bye, Debbie. Bye, Robert.
Bye.
Hi, Robert. Bye, Robert. And there we go. There we go. I wonder if they still have sound. Do you have sound?
Just you still have
Yeah.
sound.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. All right.
All right. So my Kiwi family, we do have a segment that has become the most popular segment with the Real Smoke podcast, and it's Meanwhile in Memphis. But I told Mick that he is not allowed to do Meanwhile in Memphis tonight. And he got mad.
I'm out.
He
tonight.
threw a fit. He was like, it's the one segment that I get to do, and you cannot take this away from me. And I said, shut up, old man. This is all Mark tonight. This is Kiwi night. This is not Mick night. It's Kiwi night. So tonight, we are going to do Meanwhile in New Zealand. I mean, I think that's kind of crazy, right?
I've got some good ones.
So before we get into that one, we do have a sponsor for that one. So Meanwhile in Memphis is brought to you by Hayes Gray Cigars.
Today we honor the men and women who stood the watch, carried the weight, and answered the call. From the flight decks to the front lines, your courage, sacrifice, and brotherhood built the very freedom we enjoy. At Hayes Gray Cigars, we're proud to be veteran-owned, forged by service, and fueled by loyalty. This day isn't just remembrance, it's respect, it's gratitude, and it's family. To all who serve and still serve, we salute you. At Hayes Gray Cigars, we proudly support our veterans and all who serve, past, present, and future. Your strength, sacrifice, and dedication inspire everything we do. From Hayes Gray Cigars, thank you for your service.
Sheep on the hills, they outnumber the town. A possum in the pantry's wearing a crown. Kiwi birds hiding when no one can see. Meanwhile in New Zealand, it's just another spree. Meanwhile in New Zealand, life's a little strange. Volcanoes are grumbling, the weather might change. Hobbits in the backyard, surfing by the shore. Meanwhile in New Zealand.
Are they really off?
I guess we got to play that again because you got to play it again. They have to hear it.
Oh, they
Fuck.
have to hear this.
Fuck.
Are you back?
Fuck.
Me with internet.
It's not the internet, I swear. It's something else.
Laura?
I hate to play this again, but this was
We're
made
gonna
for
play it again.
you. So this is okay. So meanwhile in New
You
Zealand,
never get bored. Sheep on the hills, they outnumber the town. A possum in the pantry's wearing a crown. Kiwi birds hiding when no one can see. Meanwhile in New Zealand, it's just another spree. Meanwhile in New Zealand, life's a little strange. Volcanoes are grumbling, the weather might change. Hobbits in the backyard, surfing by the shore. Meanwhile in New Zealand, you never get bored.
meanwhile in New Zealand.
Wow.
Wow, that's incredible.
Wow.
I don't know how you do it, man. I don't know how you do it. And neither does Mick, so you can't leave.
I have no clue. I have no clue how he does it. Every week I'm like, how the fuck did you pull that off? Okay.
That is the official meanwhile in New Zealand song.
Wow.
I got to be honest. I every week I'm like, hey, I have this idea, and then 10 seconds later, he has something that blows my fucking mind. I have no idea how he does it. It's every week. Every week.
So, meanwhile in New Zealand, what do you got for us?
Right, I've got 2 stories and a headline. Right, the first story is global travel, flowers, hotels, boutique bistro, and ribs. What the head of New Zealand police has on his credit card, paid by taxpayers. So, alongside allegations of I guess you can, sexual misconduct by Mr. I won't say his name. Police are warned about the disgraced cop's inappropriate use of taxpayer money using his police issued credit card to pay for hotels to further an affair.
Nice.
A florist, a boutique bistro, a wine bar, a rib shack, alongside hotels in Canberra, Singapore, and California, are on disgraced former top cops' credit card statements. So he's having a good time, but he's in big trouble. He's in big trouble. In fact, the entire New Zealand top-down police are in trouble because they all knew about it. So
meanwhile in New Zealand.
Meanwhile, he's having an affair.
He might be, yeah.
And then this one was hilarious. It made very little sense, and I just took Mick's attitude of what and then put that in there. Nelson woman sentenced after indecent act on Air New Zealand flight. A Nelson woman who performed an indecent act with her boyfriend on an Air New Zealand flight has been sentenced to prison for the incident and other offences in which a judge said was a drug-fueled spree. These included performing an indecent act in public, burglary, dangerous driving, and driving under the influence of methamphetamine, giving police false information, and assaulting and resisting police. According to police, shortly after takeoff, the pair began kissing excessively before escalating to sexual behavior in front of 48 passengers and crew.
Nice.
When approached, they pretended to be asleep while he still had his hands down her pants.
That's what she said.
Congratulations. Yeah.
Yeah. So she was arrested on landing. And
It's like a 20-minute flight.
Yeah, it's not a very. It's
It
not a
was
very
more like
long
a
flight.
5-minute flight, but it was extended to 20 minutes to make him feel better.
Yeah.
Yeah, they stole
So-
a $10,000 caravan. They did a whole bunch of stuff.
So I did look into this one, and I found out what they were actually doing.
So did I. Just didn't read.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically. And the headline.
The
This is-
headline.
this is
I've
from-
seen what you've done there. I see what you've done.
The
there.
headline. Headline.
It's from a foodie blog from newspaper, and the headline reads, "My dead grandpa and the meal I can't stop thinking about in this quiet Aussie city." I don't know. I mean, I read the article. It was really bad.
One more time, just on
Dang
the
it,
headline.
Bobby.
I'm good then. One more time.
My dead grandpa and the meal I can't stop thinking about in this quiet Aussie city.
So, Laura, can you explain this to us?
It's real.
No.
No.
He goes
Nah.
he goes to Adelaide
Nar?
and has a really good meal.
Adelaide.
Yeah.
I doubt
Yeah, it was a really strange headline. I thought that's one way to open up your blog. That's definitely going to get some clicks.
It's clickbait.
Yeah. Thought it was a bit weird.
I feel like I'm going to get replaced. Those stories were good, man. That was really good. I feel like you've
So-
taken it after my own heart. I appreciate that. I like that.
We call that Meanwhile in New Zealand?
We do.
Yeah.
Sheep on the hills, they are
Right.
numbered down. A possum in the pantries wearing a crown. Kiwi birds hiding when no one can see. Meanwhile in New Zealand, it's just another spree. Meanwhile in New Zealand, life's a little strange. Volcanoes are grumbling, the weather might change. Hobbits in the backyard surfing by the shore. Meanwhile in New Zealand, you never get bored.
That was perfect.
Just saying.
So perfect. So perfect.
So good.
So
All right, guys. Go ahead,
I
Nick.
know we're kind of wrapping up here. I do want to say one thing. I want one more thing out of you guys before, just from my side of it.
Of course he does.
I'll
So,
send you some beer, Mick. I'll send you some beer. Don't worry.
Jesus.
not your beer. From what we've heard, no.
No, the gross beer that he
No,
likes.
my beer.
I want Laura to send me beer. Yeah, no, that's not it. How do I explain this? All right, so you guys got to see America from outside eyes. You came in completely ready for a vacation, ready for a holiday, ready for coming to America. So we called it tonight. Patriotic wise, outside eyes wise, what did you guys see that you guys if you could wrap it up in one clean sentence, what would you guys say you saw in America?
100%. Wrap up this episode. I've never seen somebody look so constipated my entire life.
I hope you're talking
You
about
should have
Mark.
seen me in New York, bro.
Not after all that biscuits and gravy. There's no way. There's no way.
I stopped in
No,
New York.
he's
in New
clear.
York, and it was bad. A sentence to sum up what we thought of America, or what we thought we saw in America. For me, I saw love of country. I saw community. Excuse me, community. And honestly, greatness. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. I thought make America great again. You don't have to. It's already great.
Love it, man. Love it. Thank
Yeah, I would echo that. I think we live in a bubble. I think we live in a bubble down here.
Yeah, we are.
And we are fed a lot of information and ideas and thoughts and opinions and news articles about America, and it's just not fair, because I think the people that we met and the generosity that we received from you guys, from other random people that we met in all sorts of, you know, things that we did, was just unmatched. And, you know, I wouldn't say we're well traveled, but I think for our age and our experience, we are. And I did not expect the generosity and the warmness that America gave us. And I hope that we can bring that back, because there's a lot going on here in New Zealand. And I know that when we moved here 9 years ago, I know that you were proud to move here, and I know that you were proud to have our kids here. And I think that's been lost a little bit. And I still think there's much greatness in this country. And I think being in a country that is so proud, so many of the people there are so proud to be where they're from, I'd like to bring that back.
I'd like to trap that lightning.
Yeah, definitely.
I would just kind of say that I know we take stuff for granted, and I think the one thing that you guys kind of brought back to the forefront for me specifically was we shouldn't take this for granted. Like we're in a great country, and I know that I'm proud of where I come from, and I'm proud of my upbringing in the country I live in, and I'd fucking die for this country. I would. I know I never served. Most of my family did. I did not. But man, all those people that did, there's a reason we're the freest, badass country in the world that we are. And man, I'm so glad you kind of brought that to the forefront, because, you know, I really feel like we do take it for granted sometimes.
Yeah.
I will say my final question to you guys is kind of on the same lines, because me and Mick think a lot alike. My final question to you guys are, when somebody coming from the outside and coming visiting in, when you guys hear the stories about whether the news or whatever says about America, if you look at Americans as they are, what is something that you would like to tell Americans about their country? What you experienced? What is something that you would like to leave everybody with?
You have everything that you could ever desire or need in your country. You have the people, you have every different type of geographical, geological thing you could want to look at. You've got absolutely everything at your fingertips. And I think sometimes it is taken for granted, and maybe take a step back and look at it from a bird's eye view, and really, I mean, people say Americans aren't well traveled. Coming back from America, you guys don't need to travel. You don't need to. You have everything, and it's impressive, and it's some of it's desirable, some of it's not desirable. You've got good and bad with it. But what a place, what a people. Like, it's just incredible. It's an incredible place. It's the passion that Americans have for America.
Yeah.
You don't get that anywhere else. It's beautiful.
Yeah. And it's okay to be proud. I think people will be like, well, you know, America, well, you know, they're so big and they're so loud. Why wouldn't they be? And I think a lot of it comes from people who haven't traveled there. And I think you've got to travel. You've got to get in a car and drive and meet people and make connections, because that's the only way that you actually experience another culture, because that's what we did. And we're so glad that we did that, and that we didn't fly everywhere. We got to,
experienced many cultures. And that's something that everyone has to remember as well. You don't have an American culture. You have several American cultures, and they commingle and they work well together when embraced. It's a fascinating place.
It really is.
It's fascinating. I love it. Give me a green card.
You got a place to stay. You know that, brother. That's awesome.
Same here.
Yeah, same here. Right behind this wall. Spare room, ready for any of y'all.
I'm not kidding. The next day, Kenda was looking up tickets to how much it would cost to make a trip. So I'm it's
Good.
not out of the question soon. So yeah, we appreciate everything.
I'll have to clean.
So I will say that as people that, Mark, we've gotten to know you very well over the last few months. Laura, we've gotten to know about you over the last few weeks. The one thing I would love to do is get to know both of you more, because you as a couple is something that a lot of people need to be able to see, because you guys are, to see just you can look at pictures of families and see the expression on their faces. And I spent a lot of time with pictures and videos of you guys, and to see the look that both of you guys have, to listen to the laugh that you had in your videos, and to see the experiences that you had, it's one of the things that a lot of people need to see and understand. That's the reason I wanted to put that video together, is because you can actually see the love and compassion that you guys have for each other. So that is something that I think a lot of people need to see. I want to get to know you both for the people that you are, because I think you guys are amazing people, and I love what you guys are doing. I love the values that you're bringing with your kids and the values that you have for each other. So that's something that I want to get to know more about. But I do want to say I thank you guys for being on here. I know that's something that, Mark has gotten to the point to where he's on the Herfs, most of the time. But to bring you out here, Lord, to for everybody to see, that's something that I'm sure that you're not used to. But at the same time, I thank you for it. And you guys, to hear what you guys have to say about the country that we live in, that's something that's special. And I appreciate you guys for jumping on here and sharing that with us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
for
you so
sharing
much
the
for the
country.
time. Yeah. Yeah.
So it's an amazing place, full of amazing people. Yeah, very blessed to experience it.
It's hard to follow up, but I'll finish it out. I'm honored to call you guys friends, for real. And it's really been, it was an amazing day and a half. But I know there's more in the future for all of us. And
yeah,
just hanging out tonight was awesome. I mean, this is something that Charles, his beautiful brain keeps cooking up these crazy ideas, but it was one of these. I'm like, yeah, that's amazing. Absolutely. I think just what you guys bring, showing that, yeah, we take stuff for granted a little bit. And also, what a marriage should look like. You guys are definitely somebody that we loved hanging out with like that. It's just amazing what you guys bring to the table. So, hey, here's to more great times, and thank you so much for everything you guys did.
I'll give you a liquid death cheer, not sponsored.
Not sponsored.
Much love, guys. Much love.
Thanks. Have a great night, guys. We will talk to you, Mark, soon. Laura, we hope to talk to you soon as well.
I'll be around. Yeah.
God bless,
there you
guys.
go.
Thank you.
All
guys.
right.
God bless.
Have a great night.
You too. I'll send you some pictures of the beets
Yes, please. No, don't.
on the burger. Oh man, I'm so
No.
excited.
No.
Man,
That would be episode 54.
man, 54.
And I do know I told the guys, Mark will probably listen to the rest of it later on, but there is a final song at the end when we close things out for them. But I will say,
man,
one of my favorite episodes, just because that's family. That's like that's having my family on.
It's yeah, we've said it many times. We enjoy so many different shows for different reasons, and this one was family, 100% family, And it's so cool because like everything was about their trip to the United States, as you have a New Zealand flag behind you. You know, I mean, like there's so many cool aspects to what we just did tonight. And
Wait,
thank you for bringing
we
this.
do need to give them a thanks, and I hate that we didn't do it. I'm wearing a hat. Holy hell. I've got my New Zealand flag back here. I mean, check this out. And we have a Tri Star Herf Crew hat.
Oh, wait.
That has New Zealand flag on it, and it says the Southern Cross Division.
Yeah, amazing.
Oh, I am sorry that we didn't say thanks for that one. You're wearing the jersey, but I mean, that was awesome. I love the fact of getting that in.
I think I froze there for a minute, but yes, I agree.
Did.
Yeah. I know I talked about it a little earlier. Got an All Blacks jersey. I mentioned to him one day. I read the book Legend, All Blacks Legend. Oh, that don't sound right in my head. Anyway, Legacy, All Blacks book, amazing rugby book. It's about leadership, and I had all my captains read it, soccer, and he comes over and gives me this and the hat and a cigar from New Zealand, which we smoked tonight, and also can't forget about the L&P. I'm going to keep the cap off that, but no, it's not about gifts or giving anybody anything, man. It was like I knew that dude forever, and him and Laura were just amazing, and having him on tonight. Hopefully we did them justice on their trip and who they actually are as people.
100%.
We just amazing.
Well, I will say that he asked me if I got the flag in, and I got it in last night, really late. And when I opened it up, it was like, wow, I love
Legit.
it.
Yeah.
Legit. And I know that I talked to him about I was going to hang it out here. I'm actually taking this one to my office. I'm putting it in my office. I'm hanging it above my desk because I mean, where I'm at right now, it's an outside of a venue. It's going to get weathered and get torn. I don't want this to get weathered and torn. So it will actually go in my office above my desk, and it's going to hang in there because I do not want it to get messed up.
I'm also kind of bummed that we didn't talk about it because he told me that he got you the one that would last for 10 to 15 years outdoors, but it would last for like ever indoors. So, I mean, obviously indoors is great, but he said that he actually went out and got you the really good one, and that's who he is, man. You asked for a flag, you got the real deal. That's probably the same one that's hanging over their fucking Capitol right now. So
yeah,
amazing.
I mean, the quality of it is amazing, and that was one of the things that, as soon as I got here from work, I went and got the stuff to where I could hang it up behind me because I wanted that to be up tonight because, it's fantastic. So, huge thanks to them for being on tonight. It was a great night.
Great show.
All right. So we did everything out of order. So I'm going onto the stuff. So we did Hotbox questions. We did the Meanwhile in Memphis. What we do have left are 2 items. We do need to do a cigar review, and we do need prizes. So, guys, if you are still on here, you're watching, you're live, make sure you type in #RealSmoke, whether you're on Instagram, or I'm sorry, whether you're on YouTube or Rumble. Make sure you type those in. You have to be live to win. We do have a $25 gift card from Cigar Vault, as well as a prize pack from Beard Apothecary, and we do have a hat from 13 Knives to give away. So we do have 3 different giveaways to give away. We will try to run through the rest of these. I know we went long. It's even longer than what we're normally used to. So we'll go ahead and get through the review and the prizes. So let's go ahead and do the review. Are you ready for your review?
I am. I have one question. We have 2 sponsors. Are we doing all of them tonight, or are we just?
We're about to throw in Cigar Army for the review.
Okay.
And we do have the prizes. We have brooders to give away as well, or
Perfect.
brooders. So we have both of them.
You are
So
already on.
tonight's review is brought to you by Cigar Army.
Hello, everybody. Grumpy Frank here from Cigar Army. Wanted to talk to you really quick about a special event we have coming on November 1st. Our second annual Toys for Tots fundraiser drive will kick off. Cigars, swag, accessories, and whatever else we get donated, we're going to be putting up for raffle. And we hope that all of you can help us help the kids. So keep an eye out for it on November 1st. And we really appreciate your support. Thanks.
So talking about Cigar Army, they do have their Toys for Tots event. So check out their event over here. They are giving away, or they are doing a raffle. They have 2 for $20, 4 for $30, or 6 for $50. They're giving away swag, accessories, and cigars. So check that out. Go check out Cigar Army 3. We also do have, we are doing a shirt for Cigar Army. It is the Real Smoke Podcast Operation Give Back. All of our shirts that we do, we only make $5 per shirt. So we're going to give anybody who orders this shirt right here, we're going to give away $5. The $5 that we earn, we're going to give that back to Toys for Tots. So go to our link in our bio, go check out this shirt, go buy this shirt, and help out everybody from Toys for Tots.
Oh, yeah. All right, so we're doing a cigar review. I kind of took the half-assed way on this, and I wish I wouldn't have, because I wish I would have been. I wanted to hang out tonight and not really. I told Charles this earlier. I was like, but I did start writing down notes the whole way through, and I do have a score because I have a score in my head. So we'll see. If you really want an accurate review, we'll listen to Charles's. But so I would say the pre-light experience. Off the body and the foot, I got a little bit of cocoa and some chalkiness, a little bit of barnyard, and off the cold draw, I also got a little bit of cocoa. So overall in the cigar, I this is fucking terrible. The first third, I got baking spices, cedar, a little bit of cocoa, cinnamon, and some nuts, some almond. And it was definitely creamy and a little bit of breadiness. Second, third, I again got baking spices. There wasn't a whole lot of transition in this cigar, but it was good. It was solid the whole way through. Got cocoa, cinnamon, coffee, nuts, again almond, and definitely creaminess. The middle third also, I got this little bit of tanginess in the middle that I couldn't put a finger on, but it was had this little bit of like tang to it. It was strange. The final third, I again got baking spices, cedar, dark chocolate, a little bit of toffee, again nuttiness, coffee, and toast. I would overall give this cigar, I would say, an 89. But again, this is the worst I've ever done because I wrote everything down. I wasn't going to review it. I enjoyed it. I gave it an 89. But it was solid. It was good.
89. All right. So, aroma off the body, I got chocolate manure. Aroma off the foot, I got plums and syrup. The taste off the cold draw, got sweet tobacco, and a pepper spice. On the light, earth, oak, black pepper. Retro is earth and a cayenne pepper burning the sinus. Into the first third notes, earth, oak, almond sweetness with a pepper spice. The retro is earth, black pepper, woody, and a slight almond sweetness. Draw is open more than I like. Burn is great. Ash is thick. Smoke is thick and chewy. Finish is short and clean. Strength is about a medium plus. In the second, third notes, earth, oak, and a mixed with a toast note. The retro is white pepper, slight baking spice, and a slight dark chocolate. The almond sweet note pops up every now and then. Draw is a little better. Burn is slightly wavy, messy ash. Smoke is thick and buttery, and the finish is slightly longer, leaving a slight sweet and peppery note on the finish. Strength is a medium plus. In the final third notes, coffee, bready, earth, slight dark chocolate. The retro is coffee, bready, and a slight sweetness. Baking spice here and there. Burn is okay. Messy ash. Draw is the same. Finish is more savory than the rest. Smoke is still thick and nice, about a medium plus strength. So pre-light experience gave it an 18 out of 20. Flavor enjoyment got a 12 out of 15. Construction characteristics a 26 out of 30. And smoke production and final thoughts a 21 or a 31 out of 35. Gave it an 87. So you take Mix 89, my 87, you give it a 88 as its average. So the Real Smoke podcast gives the Reserva del Merchant, Triple X, Cameroon Toro, an 80 and 88. Sorry, 88 of 100. So 80.
Dude, we overlapped on a lot of notes there. I wish I would have actually brought my book out. I told Kenda that when I was inside. I was like, damn it, I should have brought my book out because it was fairly solid. I mean, it had its issues. It wasn't a great draw, but it was a good cigar.
Josephus says, "Oh hell, if Charles gives it a 90." Dang it! Wow. Smoky Simon says, "Oh, I was close." Smoky Simon says he thought I would give it an 87. So, well, I mean, I did give it an 87. So, you nailed my score. So,
yeah,
not bad.
Those chocolate
All
notes,
right.
I think, got me to an 80, 89. But I should have brought my book out. But yeah, no, I stand by my score. It was good. Wasn't great, but it was good.
Yeah, it wasn't bad at all. I mean, I mean, I would say I enjoyed it. I'm trying to
the experience was 100% worth it. But would I buy it again for $28 US? No, but it was solid. It was solid.
Oh, would I buy it for? No. So we had some of the cigars that we've done before that's been in the higher 20s or whatever. I will say the same thing I say about them. I do not know many cigars that's going to be worth a $20, $25, $30 bill. And when you look at what Mark has to pay for those, yeah, no.
No,
I can't see that one.
I'm going to throw a couple names out there, but when you have a red meat lovers for like what 17,
something like that, yeah.
I have a lure 15. I'm just throwing them out there. We're not paying 28 for that, but it wasn't a bad cigar.
All right, guys. So we do have 3 giveaways to give away. So these giveaways are on here if you do the hashtag Real Smoke. The first one that we're giving away is $25 gift card to Cigar Vault. The second one we're giving away is something from Beard Apothecary. The third one we're giving away is a hat from 13 Knives. So we'll give what you need to do to get that stuff to us. You're going to have roughly 30 mix seconds. So 30 mix seconds could include 15 seconds, 45 seconds, a minute and a half. It's whatever Mick decides. You have to type in the hashtag Real Smoke. If you do not see your name on here from StreamYard, StreamYard has said that they 100% have every name that has done that on there. So do not come back with us that you did not see your name. And if you win a gift card from from Cigar Vault, if you decide to sell the thing, we will find out and we will cancel that you bought that. So, or
Yep.
you won that. So just letting you know. If you didn't
Done.
watch yesterday's episode, we found out that because somebody was hurt, that Cigar Vault quit distributing or selling a certain brand cigar, that person was mad, so they wanted to sell the gift card. If you're going to do that, we're going to get rid of it for everybody. So,
Done.
I mean, don't be a fucktard.
Hell yeah. Could not say it any better myself.
Just saying.
Just
All right, so the first one that we're giving away is a $25 gift card to Cigar Vault. So if you can see on here, it does say the Coming to America episode. It does say hashtag Real Smoke. So let's go ahead and do that one.
If your name is not Uncle Mitch, Randy, or Greg, you have a chance tonight.
Yep. And that goes with everything. So Rob the Cigar Czar, if you're still on here, put it on there. You got roughly 30 mixed seconds to say that you were in here. If you are not in here, guess what? We were going to roll the thing again and say somebody else wins. Rob says he is on here.
Wow.
Rob does win the $25 gift card to the Cigar Vault.
I was really gonna fuck with Rob and just say spin it again before you even had a chance, and he's already on here. Like, that's way too quick, Rob. You already had that typed in. I know it.
100% he did. So the second one is going to be Beard Apothecary. So one of the things that we do with Beard Apothecary, because we do give away, or we have in the past so much, if you ended up winning a bunch of the Beard Apothecary stuff from different podcasts that's on here, if you would like to go ahead and say win it or roll it again, we will roll it again. We did that last night. We do love the fact that somebody said, hey, I've got enough of that. Go ahead and give it to somebody who hasn't had it before. So let's go ahead and do the next one. The next one is for a gift pack from Beard Apothecary. And it's going to be probably a beard or a butter. So Angela, Beth Thompson, I'm sure your beard does not need it, but I'm just saying, if you have somebody that would use it, let us know. So you have about 30 mixed seconds to go ahead and let us know that you are on here. Angela, Beth Thompson.
Definitely a regular on the show. Thank you for tuning in.
She is. She's on
you are
here
still
just about
here-
every week, if not every week.
Yeah.
Angela is on here, says she's got a bunch of it.
Love it.
Not
Her
for her
beard
beard.
looks
She
good
uses
already.
it for her hair because her hair is fantastic.
There's so many
But she
different ways
says,
we could go with this, but
spin
let's
it
go.
again.
Let's spin it again. What happened?
Angel.
Angel tunes in tonight and wins again. Angel wins again.
Angel
That's all right.
does.
Angel doesn't have much of a beard. He has a little stubble, I think. But I mean, it looks pretty. Don't get me wrong.
He may need it to help it grow in. So Angel
might be
says
right.
he is here.
Let's
So
go.
Angel, so if you won the Cigar Vault, Rob, you know what to do. Send your mailing name, address, phone number to Mick. For the Beard Apothecary for Angel, send Mick your mailing name and address. I just need your
That's it.
mailing name and address. So Mick, go ahead and give the information about that one, because you said you have some stickers coming in. So
I do. So I actually just got shipping, tracking on that today. My stickers will be here on Monday. So that means Tuesday I will ship them out to Charles. So he'll get them probably Thursday. So expect this to be shipped out probably Monday or Tuesday of the following week. So around Thanksgiving, you will be receiving a great sticker pack and some Beard Apothecary stuff.
sounds good to me. So we do have a hat to give away from 13 Knives. So let's go ahead and do that one.
This hat's awesome. You
I
need
love the
one.
hats.
I love it.
Hats are great.
Who wins the hat?
Mashbill.
Mashbill wins
Can
the hat.
Mashbill wins the hat?
He can, yeah.
So
Mashbill definitely wants
Mashbill,
the hat.
are you on here? You have about 30 mixed seconds. That could be 3 seconds from now. Depends on how lucky he is. He says, "Oh hell yes!"
5,
So
4.
do me a favor, Mashbill. Send Mick your mailing name and address. That way he can send it to Robert.
Congratulations. It's a great hat, man. I'm wearing it tonight. It's a
It
great
is.
hat. And they
So
are
we
fitted.
did talk about all of our prizes tonight, and we love our prizes tonight, and we thank everybody for giving away all the prizes tonight. And we want to say our prizes tonight have been brought to you by Brooder Cigars.
Listen up, Herf heads. Is if your cutter feels like a toy and your gear's got no soul, it's time to level up. Brooder Cigar Accessories. 100% American made. Veteran owned, built like a tank, passed down like a rifle. This ain't mass-produced junk. It's the heirloom collection. Precision built with grade 5 titanium, magnet steel blades, magnetic action, and inlays so clean they'll make your humidor blush. Check out the Heirloom Ambassador, a semi-custom raw titanium anodized finished cutter with exotic woods like Purple Heart and Bolivian rosewood. Or the Heirloom Elite, a fully customizable cutter with Cerakote, abalone, two-tone layouts, every detail dialed in. Each piece is serialized, built with pride, made to outlive you. So if you're tired of plastic cutters and flimsy lighters, go check out Brooders. Hit their website. Get something that matches your smoke game. Brooders, where legacy meets grit.
So guys, next week we have a scheduled event coming up. Right now we do not have a guest lined up. We're still waiting for the guest to come back to us and see if they can be scheduled. The one that we are working on is currently running a political. He's running for mayor again, and he's checking his schedule to be on. But I do have an idea for next week's episode. I'll run it by Mick later on. Mick's just now hearing about this. So, but next week there will be an episode. Don't quite know exactly what it's going to be, but there will be an episode. So tune in for that one. Huge thanks. Oh my goodness. Huge thanks. One, to our guest on here tonight, Marc, Laura. You guys were fantastic. But it would not have been what it was if we didn't have all the other guests. Robert jumping on, Debbie jumping on, Mark jumping on, Ed Skeens jumping on and doing his thing. All of you guys jumping on here and making, this episode what it was tonight. We absolutely do appreciate you guys.
Yeah, man, I'm not trying to get sentimental with this, man, but it all comes back to you, brother. We started with Tri Star. It started with you and me with Tri Star. It ended up extending into this podcast, and the trip that Marc and Laura had, they would have had a great time regardless. I mean, the United States. There's a lot to be seen. There's a lot of great things here, but man, most of the connections and everything. I mean, literally everything that they experienced that we talked about tonight happened because of the cigar community that you built, that we built as a crew. And man, I couldn't be more proud of what we're still building. I mean, this is just the beginning. Between this podcast and the Tri Star Herf Crew, this is what we're building, man. It's just hearing their story and
Thanks,
what they. Yeah, no, I mean that, man. It's a hell of a journey, and it's just the beginning. But man, I love where we're at, and I love them for joining us, man. They're two of my favorite people I've met in a long time, and we had such a great a day and a half that's going to live in infamy forever, in my mind, that we had such a great fucking day. But man, another great show, and take time this week and smoke a cigar with someone you love. That's all I got.
Yeah. So I will say that Marc is. It was funny when we got the message from Marc that he was interested in joining Tri Star, and then getting to really know Marc and know about him and his family, and then over the last couple of weeks getting to know Laura. you guys talked about on there before we closed out with them that it was such a great experience, and you and Robert both said, loving the fact that you guys are able to make them as a friend. I'm going to say that they are not friends, they're family. Because again, I did not get to have the opportunity to go meet them. I hate the fact that I was sick and could not do it. But getting to talk with them and talk with them through text and then getting to talk to them on here, they're family. Um, I consider myself honored and privileged to be able to say that I've gotten to know them. Um, that this isn't the type of show that we've done in the past. This is the type of show that I want to do in the future because it shows the true community, the true cigar community, the true nature of what we have gotten to do. And I appreciate what you said. This is it 100% exactly what I envisioned for Tri Star Herf Crew. I wanted it to be a place to where somebody could go and travel and find people that they know. I did not realize that the first big one was going to be somebody coming, you know, from a different country over here and to be able to travel the country and then meet people that they have met either through TriStar or on the podcast. I would have never have thought that, the one thing that I wanted for the club would have happened this fast. And
And just real quick, tell everybody about. I mean, you talked to Marc and Laura when we were in the pyramid because I had FaceTimed you, and it wasn't like you were talking to a stranger or someone you had just met. You felt. I know you felt the same way.
it was like I was talking to my best buddies.
I know
because
it was amazing.
I mean, that was literally the first time that I'd ever talked to Laura.
Yeah.
But I had talked to Marc so many times, and me and Marc had been up. Everybody had gone off the Herf at 10, 11 o'clock, and me and Marc had stayed up for 2 or 3 hours afterwards just talking. So me and Marc already had that connection, but meeting his wife and just being able to BS and have fun with it, it was literally like talking to family. And
100%.
I mean, it's something that I hope and I look forward to one day being able to meet both of them in person, hug their neck, and say, "Hey, it's a pleasure." Because I mean, they are true, honest to goodness people that they have everything that they between the way that they raise their kids, the way that they live their marriage, the way that they live their faith, it's something that I aspire to be more of because I think they're doing it right.
100%.
So,
Bravo.
I hope Marc watching this, Marc and Laura both watching this. I did put a little bit into this episode. I wanted the intro song to be a little bit special to them. I wanted Meanwhile in Memphis to be, or Meanwhile in New Zealand to be something that was funny for them. I wanted I wanted the montage of their trip to feel special. And the closing song tonight is going to be another one for them because I'll put some work into that one as well. So I want to thank everybody for jumping on here again. Once again, we've given a lot of props to Marc and Laura for being on here. We gave a lot of props to our guests for being on here, but I cannot say enough. We got to give a lot of props to everybody who joined on and watched the podcast, chimed in, Josephus, everybody, Angel, all of you guys. If it wasn't for you guys, we wouldn't be doing what we're doing. So want to give a huge shout out. I mean, Rob, I mean, Mashville, Angel, Angela, everybody who jumps on here every week to join us. We love you guys. Thanks so much for it.
Much love. Thank you.
Hope everybody has a great night. Again, I don't think. Well, we are doing another double episode here coming soon. Dear God, that's gonna be an interesting one.
It's gonna be a big one.
Yeah, next week is going to be a normal episode. So hope everybody has a great night. Thank you so much for jumping in. Check out the video that's closing out everything. We will see you guys next week. Peace.
Marc and Laura landed with a grin. New Zealand hearts chasing where they never been. From Cali sun to desert's dust. Dreams on wheels, America or bust. From Cali to the Big Apple, they roamed every mile of story, every stop a home. Whiskey in the air, cigars aglow. Mick and Charles lit the fire, let the stories flow. Lights, they hit the strip. Jackpot dreams, but the dice will slip. Through Nevada's dust, they carve their name. Roads like rivers, never twice the same. Duck calls in Louisiana's mist. Marc said, mate, I didn't plan for this. From Cali to the Big Apple, they roamed every mile of story, every stop a home. Whiskey in the air, cigars aglow. Mick and Charles lit the fire, let the stories flow. Memphis blues try to break their stride. Barbecue smoke, but they held their pride. New York's chaos, the skyline high. They laughed, they danced, they kissed the sky. From Cali to the Big Apple, they roamed every mile of story, every stop a home. Whiskey in the air, cigars aglow. Mick and Charles lit the fire, let the stories flow.